here we have the 2,000 points of Death Guard. If you could just take us through what you've got in your army here, Dan.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm using the Wretched for this campaign. I've not used them before. They specialise in sorcery, so I'm going to take as many sorcerers as I can, as regularly as I can. I've taken a Demon Prince. I've given him the 7-fold blessings, so that he knows an extra power, and he can reroll one of those. I've given him Miasma of Pestilence for defence, and I've given him Curse of the Leper. I've also made him revoltingly resilient, so that he's got a 5+ shrug. Then I've got a Sorcerer in Terminator armour. Most people like to take a Malignant Plague Caster, but he's obviously got a 5-up invulnerable save. It reduces his mortal wound output a little bit, but I've given him the Putrid Parapet, so that he can heal himself. It means he knows 3 powers. I've given him Miasma of Pestilence, Putrid Vitality, and Curse of the Leper. Similar powers to what the Demon Prince has, but because I'll quite often be taking Psychic Interrogation or Investigate the Size, Warp Ritual, I'll often be using one of those, so only one of them will be able to cast, so I'll be able to double up and get the important buffs off, probably on my Terminators. For troops choices, in the ruins at the back, I've got 2 units of Poxwalkers, 1 unit of 20, 1 unit of 10. Against Sisters, I'm expecting them to get burnt to death very, very quickly, but they're good for getting up the board or for holding an objective at the back of the board. For today's mission, I won't be allowed to use Spread the Sickness because I already own the planet. It's already pretty sickly, so they're not going to be playing their usual role for me. For my other 2 troop slots, I've got 2 units of 7 Plague Marines. They're both identical, so I've got a Plasma Gun in both, a Champion with a Power Fist, Demon Blade and Plasma Gun. I've got 2 Blight Launchers. I've got a Flail in each, I've got a Hammer in each. There's only 1 Blight Launcher in each squad. They hit really hard in combat now. Obviously with Armour of Contempt, they're a little bit more buffy. And being able to use the Death Guard stratagem that lets them carry over damage into Sisters could be worth the 2 CP a turn. It's one of the stratagems I'm actually taking for the army to give that a go. I've put one of them in a Rhino to give them a little bit of additional durability. Hopefully when that gets blown up by multi-melters, I won't roll 2 or 3 ones. Moving over to elites, I've got a unit of 9 Blightlord Terminators. These guys are incredibly tanky. I've given 1 a Flail. I've only got 9 because of points. These guys last forever for me. They normally walk up the centre of the board and then they never die. For today's mission, I'll be looking at making sure that they secure Luke's Sanctuary. I've got a unit of 3 Death Shroud Terminators. I quite often like to take 2 units of 3 of these, but I've only got a unit of 3 for this army. These are probably one of the best Terminator units in the game. They hit really hard. They've got Plague Birds, Plague Gauntlets, which means that they can shoot as well. Against Sisters, going down to toughness 2, memory wounded on 3s, so they'll be able to melt through some. Then I've got 2 support characters. I've got the Foul Blightspawn. He's pretty much an auto-include, a fight last. I've given him the Revolting Stench Vats so that he's got an aura of don't count as charging as well. More useful against Space Marines, but definitely useful in nearly every single situation. He's also got Viscous Death that's got him the Strength 8 Flamer that we all know and hate. And then over to the left, I've got the the Tallyman. He's got the Relic Tollkeeper for exploded 6s. He's +1 to hit. I like to keep him around either my Terminators or my Plague Marines because 6s exploding is incredibly useful. Then in heavy support, I've got 2 Plague Burst Crawlers. They're standard Death Guard units, hurt a little bit by the change to indirect fire, reducing ballistic skill, so I'll probably be putting them somewhere where they can shoot direct line of sight. Hopefully I'll be able to use the D3+3 damage from the entropy cannons to burst some transports open at Luke's early game. Otherwise, they should just be fairly consistent chip damage. And then finally, I've got 2 Fetid Bloat Drones. Normally I run them both with lawnmowers. They're incredibly effective at the moment with 12 attacks, but I've given one a heavy blight launcher just to try it out. I don't normally include one of these. However, 6 shots is fairly reasonable. Death Guard aren't very good at doing range damage, so I'm hoping to be able to put some damage into some of his smaller squads. We'll see how it does for the campaign for me. For today, in particular, with the mission that we've got for the campaign, we've got secure the sanctuaries. Luke's got to take his secondary, which means he has to secure the sanctuary, and he's trying to cleanse the board. I'm not going to be able to stop him cleansing the whole of the board, so I'm going to choose a triangle. I'm going to try and hold that triangle down, one of which is definitely going to include the sanctuary that he's trying to search and recover lost relics for, and I'm going to stop him.
Right, and there we have the 2,000 points of Death Guard. Here we have the Adepta Sororitas, the Sisters of Battle, 2,000 points. Now to start off, coming to reclaim the planet and bring it back into line, we have Canoness Karen, backed up by her lieutenant, her Palatine. They're going to be providing the reroll ones to hit and wounds and acting hopefully as a fire base depending on the terrain setup, but if not, trying to go where the fighting will be the thickest. Now they're going to be quite pivotal in the game, but I've kept them literally bare bones, no relics or anything like that, and we'll see how it goes. Moving on to troops. Now the troops are a bit scattered. We have 5 units of 5 battle sisters, each with a multi-melter in. Now we have this one here and this one here, which will be mounted up in these rhinos, and then we have another 3 who will be assisting where they can. Due to being Argent Shroud for this mission, we all have advance and shoot with no penalty, so this will be vital for getting us up the board, coupled with a Sacred Rite for +1 to advance and charge. So it'll be a very quick army. Moving on to elites, we've brought 2 units of 10 of the Sacrosanct. Now these provide me some melee threat, however they're not particularly well supported, and with the changes, then they're probably the only thing in the army, to my knowledge, that does not benefit from Armour of Contempt, but they can still hit very hard. We'll have to just see how they get on. Next up is the fast attack options. We have 3 units of Dominions. So 2 of them have 4 Stormbolters, and we'll be joining the sisters in the rhinos to provide that 6-inch pre-game move. And we have a 3rd unit of Flamers who will be mounted up in one of the Immolators, hopefully to make good use of that disembark range and those strength 5 Flamers. We've also put a combi melter in there so I can use the strat I've taken, which is Holy Trinity for +1 to wound. Now because I only have 2 characters, the only 3 strats I have available is that one. Cleansing Flames, I believe it's called, which gives me the max hit on Flamers. Holy Trinity for the +1 to wound. And the final stratagem is of course Blessed Bolts to use in conjunction with these 2 units of Stormbolters. Moving on to heavy support, we have 2 options, which is a unit of Retributors with 4 multi-melters and Cherub. Let's pop off some extra damage. And a unit of 4 heavy Flamers with a combi melter again, once again making use of those max flamer hits, and that Holy Trinity for a +1 to wound. A very tough counter punch unit. And of course, although in elites, a unit of Paragon Warsuits. Now these have got better with Armour of Contempt, considerably better. I've got 1 multi-melter and 2 heavy Flamers in this unit. That was due to point restrictions. I tend to like to give them all the same weapons. However, nice little caveat is they also can benefit from Holy Trinity because they have the Stormbolters, the Flamers and the Melter. Finally, we have 2 Immolators, both with heavy bolter and multi-melter. Now that's it, that's 2,000 points of Adepta Sororitas ready to fight back against the Death Guard. Now I'm hoping with my speed I should be able to get some early board presence and early victory points that the Death Guard are going to struggle to push back against, but we'll have to see how it all pans out.
Right, hello everyone, welcome to the first narrative battle for Scorpio 5. Today we are running Sisters versus Death Guard, and the mission that we're running is Abandoned Sanctuaries. We've got 5 objectives, 1, 2, 3, hidden behind there, 4 and 5 we've already deployed. Terrain-wise, we're mostly using the obvious ruins rules. You've got the crates. We're using the Nurgle jungles as dense terrain. We're also running a number of fortifications, and that about sums it up. We've got the Sisters Abandoned Sanctuary over here for them to reclaim with their secondary objective, and then we've got the other central objectives. Luke, with Sisters, would you like to talk us through your deployment?
Yeah, so what I've done is gone quite hard on this on my left side here, because I need to secure this objective both for my secondaries and for the primary of the missions. On top of that, I have to counter these Blight Lords here, because they're going to be a real threat and might even decide the game. I still have some presence over this side of the board, because I don't just want the Death Guard to run away with the game and take these objectives completely unchallenged.
Yeah, and again, obviously the secondary, well, the second primary mission is going to be very important. And for today, he's got the Death Guard one. He has to cleanse the ground that has already been despoiled by myself. I've got a little early Blight Drone presence ready on this side with my Terminator Blood and Demon Prince, but I've also got a number of the beefed up Plague Marines over here and a couple of sneaky Plague Mortars hitting around. Well, it's time to roll off for seeing who's going first. Do you want to go first or second?
I think I want to go first here to get more board presence straight away and try and get some early actions off on the objectives unchallenged.
Yeah, I've got to be honest, I'm pretty sure I want to go first as well.
That's
right,
good.
On 3? Well, no, you've just gone for it.
Oh, you said on 3, so I could be wrong.
I think you're in trouble here. Oh, no!
One place to
for us in my safe, shall we?
I did.
Right,
Wow.
Death Guard turn 1, we'll be back.
Right, end of the Death Guard movement phase for turn 1. You're going to just talk us through what we've done here, Dan?
So we moved the Plague Bears forward over to side there to get his sneaky entry cannons on the Rhino. Mr. Lawnmower has moved up to stop Luke getting the objective turn 1. Rolled a hefty 5 advance with the 20 blob of Poxwalkers, but expecting them to get burnt to death very shortly. And then everything else has just moved in order to get good firing angles at targets of opportunity, not expecting to do too much damage. But most importantly, I managed to move my Terminator Sorcerer in range of one of his characters for my psychic interrogation, and then we're going to move on to the psychic phase.
Yeah, maybe the Sisters get some cheeky denies in. Be back with that. Okay, right, we're back with the Death Guard psychic phase.
So Demon Prince, going to cast Psychic Interrogation on the Karen the Canoness at the back, going off on a 4, so 8 easily cast. I don't believe you can deny that.
I can deny with every unit in the Sister army.
Oh, nice.
So, we will, with the unit in front, they're going to give it a try. Ooh, zoomed in too far. Right, yeah, so this unit at the front, they're going to try and deny it. I need a 6.
No, good news for me.
Sadly, a 4.
Malignant Playcaster, well it's not, it's a Terminator Sorcerer. It's going to cast Miasma of Pestilence on the Terminators for -1 to hit. Goes off on an 8.
We'll chuck another one out with old Canoness Karen. We'll give that a try. Sadly, a 5.
Okay, and then finally Putrescent Vitality on the Poxwalkers for that extra bonus strength. Double 1, not the best in the world, so we'll CP reroll that for an 8. So that goes off as well, putting me down to 2 CP.
How many more spells you got?
That's it.
That's it. So then the Palatine herself, who we've measured up, is in 24. We'll give that a crack. Hopefully we get a 6.
Was looking good. No.
It's a 4.
Right, that's not going to help you with your pesky flamethrowers next turn, because they're now toughness 5. And obviously we've got the nice -1 to hit on the Terminators, which we know Luke needs to kill.
Yeah.
Right, rolling over to shooting phase. I'm going to put my Plague Burst Mortar. He's going to put his entropy cannons into this far, well, it's on Luke's left, my right Rhino. And then I'm going to put the mortars. I mean, the new indirect fire rules means we're in for a spot of bother, but I'm going to put the mortars into this squad back here. I'll start with the mortars, just because we're not expecting much D6 shots.
Into the troops, is it?
Yeah, into the troops, not into the giant battle suit. So four shots, hitting on 4s because of the -1. Right, and there we go, nice and simple, everything misses. We'll get the bad luck out of the way because really I want the rhino.
Them sisters are loving it.
2 shots onto the rhino, and we'll put the stubber into the rhino as well, but we're not expecting anything there. Hitting on 3s, 1 hit, strength 8.
T7.
So 3s. But we're a plague weapon, coming out with the 1s nice and early here. So 5. Yep, I believe we're at AP -4 for that.
AP -4. I'm going to chuck a dice. I need a 6 here. Due to Armour of Contempt. I'll tell you what, a 2's not going to cover it regardless of what your AP is.
Right, D3 plus 3 damage for 5.
Ooh, 5
Not
damage.
bad start.
Right, let's just see what my mate here's got for us. Come here. Need a little wound counter out of that. Okay. 5 damage, yeah?
Yep.
Down to 5.
Alright, I'll go with the second plague mortar over here now. Entropy cannons will be going into your immolator. -1 to hit though because of the Nurgle woods. Alright,
Oh,
really
yes.
Nurgle should be moving out of Nurgle's way, but not in this case. I'll put the mortar, the sisters there, and then we probably are arranged for the heavy stubber. So
36 if it's a... You got any luck?
Might be. I forgot. Do have line of sight. So we'll quickly, yep, so we'll put the stubber in as well. D6 shots with the mortar first. For 3.
Here it comes.
Needing, well, it's through the woods, and so we need 5s here. Nope, everything misses. And then, oh no, that'd be fine. So 2 hits, sorry, because it is direct fire. Wounding on 2s, so 2 wounds at AP -2.
On the sisters, so Armour of Contempt on the sisters, we are looking at 4s. We have smashed it with a 4.
Oh, nice, right. Next then, I'll go with the heavy stubber for 4 shots. Hitting on 3s, 4s, because of the jungle. 1 hit, wounding on 3s. 1 wound, AP -0, because of your Armour of Contempt.
So 3 up.
Yeah, your good old power armour saves came through for you there.
That's what we like. So one of the sisters eats it
Right.
early on.
2 entropy cannon shots now. Needing 4s. That's not a good roll there, is it? At all.
That's what I like to see.
Right, and then finally, well, we've got some bolter shots coming through. We'll do those next. So I'm going to put all of the storm bolter shots here. Are going to go into the sacrosancts. There's very much weight of fire here. So we've got 9.
So yeah, get that little scenic shot.
9 storm bolter shots going into the sacrosancts. So it's going to be quite a weight here.
Doing the dense saves them at all in any capacity.
3, 4. Alright, we'll do them in 5s. So first 5. Needing 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the Demon Prince. Alright, only the 1. Oh, there's another 1. Needing. There we go for the first lot. Wounding on 3s.
Pretty strong.
It's a good start. Their armour's good though, so.
Yeah, there's no AP on the bolters, is there?
No, not on storm bolters for
Lots,
Death
then.
Guard. Right, so that's 5. 10 so far, halfway though. Okay, so we'll roll the rest. Same again, -4 because one of my chaps has got a big flare. Ooh, healthy number of 1s. Good number of 2s come out. Normally keep the talisman around for the 6s to explode, but not this time. So these are all out. What did we say originally?
10 I believe, isn't
Alright, this might come through as a few actually. So we've got,
it? Freeze to wounded helping you.
yeah,
Got us that one, this
14,
one.
18 there.
18. Right, let me just get these dice together.
I'm
Alright.
hoping for 3. 3 would be nice.
I think you'll probably get a bit more than 3, knowing my luck. So, well, that was going to be it. Yeah, right. So we've got 3 more after this.
Ooh, it's 3 so far. You did assassinate one of my poxwalkers. Oh no, it's 4.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, that's not
And
great.
the last 3. Oh, look at that. Look,
Oh,
let's just
no.
come under here for that bit.
That's terrible.
That's 5 sacrosancts absolutely murdered,
Yeah.
despite being -1 to hit from bolter fire.
Right, we'll take those off in a minute, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, we've got the blight launcher.
Strong start.
Yeah, it's very lucky to be fair. I'm going to add insult to injury. The blight launcher over here, heavy blight launcher, is going to go into the squad of 5 there.
So 5 sisters over here, yeah.
I don't normally run him with the blight launcher there. No, he is ballistic skill 3.
You've got a big fat range on it? 36?
36 inch range,
oh,
yeah.
It's going to be well in.
Big fat blight launcher, not like the rubbish ones the Terminators carry. They all hit. We're going to be wounding on 2s, re-rolling 1s for the plague weapons. They all hit. Alright, so that's 6, all wounds, sorry, so that's 6 saves at AP minus 3.
So AP minus 2, 6 saves. We might be losing a troop choice here. Let's get them nasty Nurgle dice out of the way. Let's get these out of the way.
Oh, sorry.
So 6 saves coming in. You said minus
3.
Minus 3, so
minus 2.
minus 2 to 5 ups actually.
no.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, no.
5. Whole troop choice.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'm quite happy with that.
Is slain. Let's just get them off the board. They're not wanted anymore. Oh, battering straight away.
Yeah, look, that came through pretty well. I'm quite surprised he did that. This is the first time I've fielded him with the blight launcher. What's going to be particularly important though is I took fleeing vectors. So unfortunately, I didn't kill enough models. What I should have done was I should have spent the CP here to make these plague weapons.
So you got the reroll.
And then, no, it's not about the reroll, it's I need to kill 7 models with plague weapons a turn.
Ah, right, yeah.
So, because the mortars didn't kill any, I think I killed 6 in total.
Yep, she's got a squad of 5,
Yeah.
a single sister,
So I'm
and then
one
obviously
off.
the 5 from there.
So I didn't get that, unfortunately.
Sadly.
So I do have my Plague Marine squad still to shoot with.
Now, they might be out of range, because
No.
I think they were deployed slightly back,
I'm confident they're out of range.
whereas these were on the line.
So we're desperation here, absolutely not in range. I'm not spending 2 CP to add 1 to their range, to add 6 inches to their range, because that's just wasted CP. So that's definitely a mistake there. However, if Luke is kind enough to fail his morale test with his sacrosanct, then I will actually still get 2 victory points.
Well, we're leadership 9, I believe, on them. Yeah, leadership 9 on the sacrosanct with the sergeant. We've lost 5. So usually it'd be a 4 or under. However, at this point I have forgotten to roll my miracle dice. So we're going to roll that, see if that comes in at the moment. It's a 3.
Yeah.
And although this is a bit cheeky, could have been a 6, right? I will just use that
I'd
to
definitely use it,
pass morale, because really I just want to cock him over.
Right, so end of round 1. I'm quite happy the 5 sacrosancts are dead. That's good.
Well, God you are.
Yeah, these being toughness 5 is quite good. The rhino is not. Is the rhino going to be bracketed? I don't think it really matters.
It doesn't matter, although he's got that cheeky little storm bolt on him. It's purely for decoration.
Yeah, so I'm mostly happy with that. It's definitely a better turn 1 than maybe I would have been expecting. Death Guard are always pretty rubbish with their shooting, so I'm definitely going to take the sacrosancts having died. And I think it's over to Luke now.
Yeah, we'll be back after the turn 1 Sisters of Battle movement phase.
Right, welcome back. End of Sisters turn 1 movement phase, and we can say it's pretty aggressive. There's a lot of pain coming my way. Luke, do you want to talk us through what you've done?
Right, so each one of these rhinos had 2 squads in, a regular troop squad and a Dominion squad. So right here we've jumped out here and we're ready to pump them Terminators with some blessed bolts. The troops, they've purified that area, reversing it from Nurgle's corruption, because I think that's the most important one we want to get done, is purify as many of these objectives, because in the long term of the narrative we need to win the war opposed to just every single battle. So that's the first step, the first chink in the Death Guard's armour. Characters here have sucked the safety of the emulator to provide their reroll 1s to hit and wound to the Retributors here, who have got out and are ready to trade and do a bit of danger close on the Death Guard Terminators there. Once again, with our Strength 5 Flamers, we're ready to do a bit of damage and a bit of work on these Poxwalkers, maybe eliminate the unit, or at least do some heavy damage. Same back here, we've spread out a bit, and we are touching with the back Paragon Warsuit just to ensure if we have some terrible rolls again, that we still hold and control this objective. Same here, these guys are in not reserve, but I'm holding them back just to cover where they need to. And the Sacrosancts have moved up just to touch this, so we have a very strong presence. I didn't have any command phase things to do, so aside from that, we are now ready to go into the shooting phase. So we're going to start off over here with the Blessed Bolt stratagem, 1 CP and straight into them Terminators who are all in rapid fire range.
Yeah, it's not going to be pleasant. What is it, 6 to hit, do 2 mortal wounds?
Yeah, any 6 to hit with these Stormbolters will do 2 mortal wounds. Lucky for you, it caps out at a total of 6 mortal wounds.
Yeah, 3 Terminators doesn't sound particularly lucky.
No, you know how it goes. Some just 6 mortal wounds, nothing major. Start the unit. So what we'll do is roll it here. So hopefully I'm lucky enough to get 3 6s. I'm seeing 2. So what we're going to do now is use the Argent Shroud faction ability, where I can reroll 1 hit or 1 wound for every unit, and we'll just fish for 6 here. If we don't get it, that's very unlucky. It's only 4 mortal wounds. So the attack sequence ends, but we will roll the rest up anyway.
Yeah, we do those at the end, don't we?
How do you mean?
So your mortal wounds are applied at the end of the shooting sequence.
Oh right, yeah.
So you're hitting on 4s. This is -1 to hit.
-1 to hit. And I'll drop another one because I'm pretty sure I picked one up. It's 5 now, so this is nothing major. So just 1 armor save.
Right.
Don't roll a 1.
Chink that in here.
I'm gonna roll a 1.
I didn't roll a 1. I'm not sorry about that.
That's that unit done. I'm just gonna fry with the bolter. Oh, look at that go. Shame that wasn't a storm bolter. This will win.
3, and we're another 2. Yeah, we're fine.
So that's them done.
1 Terminator dead, and then another wound carries over, because mortals are not pleasant to experience. Just get this guy off.
So the Sacrosancts who won't be charging because they advanced to cover this unit, because I know he has a cheeky little strap which will let him heroically intervene on me. They are going to open up with pistols, but more importantly, the Superior has a Inferno pistol which will be within 6. It's sadly not free. So 3s to hit on this.
Thank you.
Ooh. We'll use the unit reroll because it's the one that matters here. Tell a lie, I'm within 6 of my Canoness, just behind
Get
this
the reroll
building.
anyway.
So we've got that, but we'll not use the unit 1, that'll
Yeah.
be the Canoness's reroll 1s.
Toughness is 7.
Strength is 8, so 3s. We will now use the unit reroll. There we go.
That's come through. 5 up and vulnerable save. Oh,
No, so it's a D6, don't get a 1 or a 2.
I'd like a 1, please.
Big
5.
5,
So down to
4
4.
wounds.
Because of my death guardiness, putting me on 5 wounds left. Right, we'll just go over to Chompy here and see what dice we get.
He's a very well behaved mimic, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Right, here we go. So 5 wounds left now.
And just for the sake of it, the 4 bolt pistols, reroll the 1s with the Canoness. We've hit you twice. We do wound you twice as well. Ooh. Come on, strip a wound.
It's not going to happen. It doesn't happen.
1 more as well. I've got you twice.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, we're all right. I'd rather roll the 6 on the melted one, but that's fine.
We're getting your good ones out of the way. Right, here we've measured up. We are within 12. So we'll be in melter range of the Terminators.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is going to be 8 shots. He is -1 to hit, but I got out of a transport. So regardless of that, I'm -1 anyway. So here we go. 4s to hit. We're going to pick up them 1s because this is why we've moved the Canoness in range. So hit once more, and I think we'll use the unit reroll at this point to hit again.
Wisely done.
Very good.
So wounded on 3s.
3s to wound.
Four.
1's there, so that's coming in handy from the Palatine. So that's 4 multi-melter wounds. I mean, what I'll do is I'll use the Cherub now anyway, and then just roll it all at once. So that gets popped. Another 2 shots. It's another wound.
So 5 in total. AP is 4.
So it's going to be on your in-buns.
Yeah, it's going to be on my own buns. Even being in cover is not going to help me here. Right. 4 is terrible so far.
So you've got a guy left on a wound.
4 have gone through. I've got 3 CP. I'm considering whether to save one of my guys here. I'm going to run it. I'm going to run the risk. Right, we saved that. That's quite good for us. So we've got a guy on a wound. He dies. So we've got 2 wounding dice left.
So the minimum I can roll is 3. So
Yep.
I need to make sure, because of your damage reduction.
Well, you're +2 for melter range, aren't you?
Yeah, but if I roll a 1.
Oh yeah, of course.
the damage
-1 death
reduction.
guard. Yeah.
Let's just clear these out of the way.
Don't roll a 1 is the moral of the story here.
Don't get a 1.
No, so
One dead.
that's another one dead.
Got 2 more, right?
1, 2. No, I saved 5 wounds, saved 2.
So 2 more to
So
go.
1 left. Because I killed 1.
Oh yeah, you're right. So last one.
Another one dead. Whew. Melted Terminators there.
Right. Following suit, this one, which is sadly not in 12, will literally pump the
Everything.
multi-melters into them, but the heavy bolter into the
Pexy Poxwalkers.
Poxwalkers. So we'll start with the heavy bolter. Oh, all hit. That's nice.
Yeah.
Strength 5, toughness 5 because you
Yeah.
can spell. So
Yeah.
4s. 2 -1s.
2 wounds, so they're just going to go straight through because Poxwalkers don't have anything.
So
1, 6 means
1's dead.
No, 1's dead.
It's
and
2
then
damage a pop.
Feel no pain again, needing another 6. No, that's another Poxwalker dead. That's to be anticipated, really. So, I've just removed myself from the objective now, because that's what we're expecting anyway.
That's fair enough then. Then the multi-melters firing into the Terminators. So we've hit 3 times. We may as well use the unit reroll.
It's -1 to hit.
Oh shit, you're right. Well anyway, that's out. Oh, that made it much worse.
That made it much better for me.
There we go.
Ooh.
Fantastic. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. So, onto the Paragons. 1 Paragon is going to be putting its Stormbolters here. In fact, 2 Paragons will put their Stormbolters here. One is in rapid fire.
Yep.
Flamer is out. The multi-melter is going to go over here from the Sergeant.
Into the Terminators again.
Into the Terminators. So we'll start with that. So it's -1 you said, so 4s. Unit reroll. Fantastic. And 3s.
Nice.
2 more in-buns.
Right, 2 more 4-ups needed. Oh, we failed both again.
So don't get a 1 or a don't get a 1. No, I don't have my +2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah,
damage.
down to 1. Roll the second one. Don't get another 1. Oh no, it's down to 2, but that'll be enough to kill another Terminator.
That's okay.
Terminator squad looking a little bit depleted already.
That's what we like. The Stormbolters, which has 2 of, so it's going to be 8 shots into the Poxwalkers. Plus a further 4 for the other suit. Tell a lie, it's actually silly. We're just going to put the rapid fire ones into her, so 8. And the others won't shoot. It might be a bit cheeky and I don't want to overkill them.
Yeah, it doesn't want to wipe too many away.
So this was freeze. That's not bad.
No.
Followed by 5 because you've got 5.
Yeah, of course.
Nothing.
Oof.
Well, there's me worrying about overkilling nothing. Apparently.
I'm sure the flamers will take care of it.
Yeah, so they're done. Over here, I think I measured earlier, but I've killed a lot. So the same again, heavy bolter into them, multi-melter into the Terminators. So the heavy bolter has hit and has wounded once.
Need a double 6 here for the shrugs. No, that's another Poxwalker burnt away.
That's worth it. And then remembering it's 4s to hit this time on the Terminators. Much
That's
better.
much better, yeah.
Unit reroll.
Nice.
There we go. 4 lovely hits. Let's get the freeze. 4 invulnerable saves on the Terminators to be made.
Oh dear, this could be the unit gone already nice and early for you. Well, we'll
Two
save
go through.
2 past 2, right?
So it's individual dice rolls again.
Yep.
So nice and high, please. No.
Oh dear. Not coming through on these.
We killed another one.
Yeah, another one dead.
Sorry, Mr. Fox. I'll stop smashing your models up. I'm just sulking. That's all it is.
That's fair. That said, there's only 3 Terminators left now.
They might even have to take some
Yeah,
leadership.
they would have to take some leadership, yeah.
This could go very wrong for you. Right, we're going to come onto this flame unit here. So I think I'm just going to invest. I think I'll invest a fair bit of CP because I started the turn on 7 and I've spent 1. So I'm going to pop 3 CP right now to do Holy Trinity, as well as I believe it's called Cleansing Flame. It's the strat which gives you maximum hits on all your flamers.
Yeah.
So this means I'll be wounding these Poxwalkers on freeze, whilst rolling 24 dice at them. So I'll just put myself down to 3 CP. It's a big CP investment.
It is.
One of my secondaries is made prisoners, so let's get it done. Let me just count out the dice. It's 3, 6, 6. And guess what? Another 6. So 24 coming in. Maybe I've overcommitted turn 1.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Well, there's 3s to burn.
It's freeze to
Because they all auto hit, obviously.
So it's all of them. Unit reroll. Ooh, fantastic. So we're looking at 5, 10, 15, 19. Oh my god, 19 out of 24.
Right, so
I'll have a few more maybe from the Sergeant's bolt weapon in a second. She has to fire both parts of it for every unit.
yeah, she only has to fire it to get it, so it doesn't actually matter if he hits or not. We know he's getting that bonus. So 6s. How many have we got there?
1
so far.
What's your fill pain?
Right, so 6s. So that's 1 saved out of 19. And we've got 7 left. 2 roll. We really need a double 6 here. Right, we saved another 1. Right, so that's 17 dead Poxwalkers.
Is that unit gone?
10, 13, 14, 15, it's exactly 17 Poxwalkers remain. So that is indeed unit toasted. I feel perhaps a little bit lucky there, actually.
I had a very, very good wound roll.
Yeah, they came through.
And it was a free CP investment. So.
It was a heavy CP investment. I was hoping to maybe keep 1 alive and then resurrect them back onto the point. Famous Poxwater stratagem, but that's just not come through for me.
No,
Right.
so
What's next?
really, I think that's all my shooting.
It was very. I mean, you've killed.
I don't think
6
these guys can draw a
Terminators.
bead anywhere. So the multi-melter's in range, would you say, or is that just
I
out?
think it millimeters out, unfortunately.
That's a shame. I don't think she's got any other target. That's
no,
my
you killed
fault for
everything.
positioning. She could maybe knock the storm bolt off that line out, but she's not that good at shooting. That's that's literally it.
Right.
Their pistols, they probably fire them heroically and they fall short. With
Into
that,
the air. Charges?
I've got no charges I made
Right.
because I've advanced pretty much everywhere across the board.
Yeah.
I imagine you might want to heroically intervene here.
Absolutely.
Where are you going? You've got 6 inches.
You measure it for me. Can I get to the squad with the storm bolters?
You can.
Right, in that case I'll go over to the squad over there with the storm bolters with my 1 CP.
So you do that.
Heroic intervention. Absolutely.
But if you do that, I can still heroically intervene onto you.
With your sacrosancts.
My sacrosanct.
Of course. You know what? I'm gonna let you do that because I'm not really looking forward to another turn. I guess I have to think it through. No, I'll go with that. Let's see what happens.
So they will move over this way to also hopefully protect. I say protect as in maybe stop the units and the troop units getting chopped up as easy.
Absolutely.
Well, I believe because it's my turn and you heroically intervene, you
Yeah.
get first pick.
But I do.
Yes.
Yeah,
because
I think-
it's turn it isn't.
I believe you're correct on that as well. So I've got 12. I've got 12 attacks. I'm going to put them all into the 5 girls there with the storm bolters. I feel upset and persecuted, to be honest, that they did so much damage to me. I haven't got that much CP left. 2 damage, it might have been worth me splitting attacks and spending some CP, but I'd much rather, I think, kill the 5 models, be done with it, and then hope I survive. But we'll see where we go. So, 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. Alright, no re-rolls, unfortunately. So we've got 6 hits. So far it's just about acceptable. And then we're wounded on 2s, because now he's toughness 2 because of contagion range. Unfortunately for you, it's a plague weapon, so I get to re-roll.
We'll see that again though.
No, sorry. So we've got 6 wounds. I believe the AP is -2.
I'll roll 6, and because of Armour of Contempt, it's -1. So we just need 4 ups at this point. Swap these.
Yep.
We're going to see some 4s here.
Yeah.
We'll look at that. 2 go down.
2. We've got 2 4s, and I'll just double check the AP in a moment.
In case it's
Okay, but we know we've got 2, so 2 are dead.
We're actually going to remove. I think we won't. I think we will actually remove 2 Stormbolters here.
Yep.
And keep the Sergeant.
Yep.
Right, so fighting back.
Do you want to do your sacrosancts first, see if they kill, so we don't have to look
they're
at
the main one, so
yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
going to do all the attacks at the same time.
Yeah.
Although she's got damage 2 spear, it doesn't matter. So 2, 4, 6. Oh, I've got dirt in there, the dice on me. Let's get rid of that. It's right, you can cut that bit out. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10, 11. It should be 11 attacks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah.
This should really be cleaning my dice.
Yeah.
That is what you're trying to do.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Giving them licking that off them.
So you're on 3s, right?
Yeah, we want 3 in. And we do get a reroll in combat, but I imagine you're what? Toughness? Lots?
7.
Toughness 7.
Yeah.
So because we're going to be wounding you on 5s because we're strapped 6, we'll save the unit reroll for there.
Ooh, that's quite tasty actually.
Let's convert that.
3, 4.
That's what we're talking about.
That's actually quite.
4 at -3.
4 -3. So 3 goes to -2. It's on my invulnerable saves or my armour. I'll take it on my invulnerable saves because it sounds cooler. So 5 pluses. And I saved 1 myself. What's the damage?
Only 1 apiece.
Oh, that's a shame. So that puts me down to 2 wounds.
We're now going to try and trash on you with the 2 Stormbolters and the Sergeant.
Yep.
But they're not as good. I believe they're only weapon skill 4 plus, like the Battle Sisters.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, that's my fault. But,
So we've got 3 hits.
3 hits.
We're doing on 6s, is it?
Are you toughness 8?
So are you strength 4?
I'm not. I'm not a space marine.
No, you're not there yet. Right.
The
Keep
unit
doing
roll.
those push-ups. Oh, where's that gone?
It's a 2.
It's a 2. Right. So 1 save.
No AP at all.
No AP. So 3 plus. Oh no, I've made that. So Moe lives for another day, having killed 2. I'm quite happy with that. I can live with that.
The only thing I've got now is a bit about leadership. Hopefully, it doesn't lead to battle shock.
Yeah. Do you on 2? Having only 2 died?
Leadership 8. No, you're right.
Yeah,
However, I'll do it now. I need to actually remember to do this a bit better. It's one of them things when you play a couple of armies. Because a unit with sacred rights has killed another unit on the battlefield.
Yeah.
In terms of
Not Poxwalkers.
I would have got a miracle dice for it.
Absolutely.
So it's a 1.
So it's going to help you with your morale checks.
I'll chuck them up there.
Yeah. So
So
you've only got
I'll
1.
remember. So I'm not just pulling them out of my pocket whenever I fancy.
Right, I really don't want to, but at the same time I can't afford to fail a morale test on my Terminators. They're probably leadership 8, so it doesn't come up often enough for me to know it. I'm just going to spend the 2 CP to auto pass, and I think you can call that turn pretty successful.
Yeah, because even if you were to see leadership 10, you'd still need a 4 or less.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Not worth the risk. Right, we'll be back at the end of Nurgle, movement phase, turn 2.
So we're back after the Sisters of Battle's very retributous turn 1. So, Dan, how are we feeling?
Burnt is the answer. Quite badly burned. I'm a bit concerned. I've obviously he's retaken his planet. I've worked hard to grow Papa Nurgle's garden. He's cleansed 1 point already. He's gonna cleanse this one over here. and this one back here, and I somehow have to work out how to stop him doing that, and I haven't got much of an answer to that. So I think I'm going to concentrate on making sure that he doesn't get his shrine back and he doesn't get his relics from successfully reclaiming his shrine at the end of the battlefield. Obviously Papa Nagel's going to be a bit disappointed with me, but we'll work with it. I've responded hard in here.
So yeah, just talk us through the end of the movement phase, which is where we're at now.
Yep, so from right to left, I've had to respond to the loss of Terminators with my Death Shroud. I didn't really want to, but I've lost too many. I've hidden them from his Immolators, so they're going to be pouring in this turn. My Demon Prince and my Terminator Sorcerer and my remaining Terminators are here. Curse of the Leper, which Luke's not seen before, is really going to hurt his Sacrosancts.
They're already been through the worst of it, I think.
Yeah, they're
They can't stand up to bolt guns. Magic powers,
they're in trouble. My Taliman, obviously, +1 to hit on the bolters here, but we've got a couple of plasma guns and blight launchers. And then the other Nurgle unit, the other Death Guard Plague Marine unit has got out and is touching in, so we've reclaimed this point. We only held one objective for primary, which, because we've reduced primary points, I only get 3 points for holding one. I've re-hidden my Plague Mortar here, I've touched in, so it's a negative to hit if he does decide to actually try and take out this tank, because I think he's going to start to chip away at him over the course of the game.
Just so you all know, we had a little discussion off camera about the confusing rules behind Dents. Basically, if you're inside it and shooting out, you don't take the negative, which is why we've moved this back here, so it can also receive the benefits of if I try to shoot at it at -1. Also, just want to mention this fella here is the Tallyman, not to be confused with any international war criminals from the past.
Dear me. Right, so moving into the psychic phase, I'm going to cast Curse of the Leper straight away on this squad here.
Come on, what you got?
I believe it goes off on a 7. Oh, we're on an 8.
You're on an 8.
So you've got your...
Now, I'm a sister battle, so don't really care. So, do you want to talk me through what this Curse of the Leper does?
Right, so 18 inches, the closest visible enemy unit. I roll 7 dice. For each dice that exceeds the toughness, which currently for you is 2, you take a mortal wound.
Oh, that's really bad. So, what I'm going to do is obviously try and deny it. My hand is, however, going to slip onto this. Oh, is that a miracle dice? Oh, look, it's a 6. Looks like you've just been denied.
That's very helpful for you.
Oh shit! No, that was a 6.
It's a 2. Right.
Sorry to rub it in, but we're denying that. We need to keep these. We need to keep them in the game.
You do. So instead, I will then cast a cheeky little smite in there. Or do I
Closest target. So
I actually might not bother. I think instead I will put my Asthma of Pestilence onto my little 2 wound remaining chap here.
Oh, -1 to hit. Yeah.
Yeah. See if we can keep him alive for a bit longer. It's a 5. I believe that is not going to actually go off for me there. Yeah, so I needed a 6.
Oh, okay, that's good for
Unfortunately,
me. 2 for 2, 2 for 2.
Unfortunately, as I like to run the risk, he's actually allowed to re-roll 1 test a turn. So I'm going to re-roll it into a 4. Ah, well, there we go.
But it's got to get worse before it gets better, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Now my question is I don't actually often double stack my spells. So if I fail a roll or you deny a roll, am I allowed to cast the spell again?
No, I believe it's only 1 attempt. If that's wrong, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
But I do believe you. It's an attempt.
That's absolutely fine. So what I will do here is I will actually do the objective. So I need to roll over a 4. I get a 7. So this is for my 3 victory points.
So with this, is this on a character?
On a character, yeah.
What is it? Psychic ritual?
Psychic interrogation.
So does that target one of my characters?
Yes. Yeah. Don't need a line of sight either.
No, that's fine. It's just so she will then try and deny it. I need a 6. Not that lucky, but we've already been cheeky this time.
Take it.
So that's 1 tick for you.
That's 3 victory points for me. Right, onto the shooting. So I need to be quite clever with my shooting. So I'm going to put the mortar from the Plaguebird's Caller into the 4 sisters at the back. I'm going to put the heavy stubber into the 4 sisters at the back, I'm going to put the 2 entropy cannons.
These 4 here, is it?
Into the, yes, those 4, yeah, we can see through
You've
there.
literally just got a small line on that building.
Little slim line. And then we're going to put the 2 entropy cannons into the immolator. So I'm going to do the mortar first, d6 shots. For 4 shots, hitting on 3s this time because they're sneaky dense cover for us. Again, not the best result there.
Saving them.
2s. Re-rolling 1. So AP -2.
2 at AP2, yeah?
Yes, please.
So we're looking at 4 ups here because of Armour of Contempt, making these toughness 3 powered armour girls pretty reliable.
Oh,
that's what I get for rolling one of his dice. So
you're not cleansed my dice yet.
See, I snuck it in my pocket without him noticing, but
Right.
it's been to my detriment. So it's one of these back here on this rear objective, yeah?
Right, then the 3 heavy sluggers, 4 heavy slugger shots, hitting on 3s, terrible rolling, wounded on 3s, so 1 more wound, no AP because of Armour of Contempt.
So we need to make a 3 up here. Let's see what we get.
Yes,
There we
well
are.
done.
We've got the ones out of the way earlier on the more elite unit.
2 entropy cannon shots, hitting on 3s.
Ooh.
Oh, double 1 is terrible. Look
Not a
at
plague
that.
weapon?
No, it doesn't matter for rolling to hit. That's only for
Oh,
her.
wounds.
Only for wounds, yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely. Right,
We'll live.
that didn't go as well as we wanted. So we're going to put the 8 Stormbolter rounds now into these ladies back here. So
Into the troops choice? Oh yeah, they're the only one not in combat.
Yeah,
aren't
the
they?
only one not in combat. Yeah, I elected not to fall back because I'm just going to smash you in combat instead. So we're hitting on 2s, no 3s, so my apology, and then we're re-rolling 1s because of Mr. Demon Prince. And then we're wounding on 2s because you're within my contagion range now.
Yeah, so toughness 2. Strength 4 is double that.
2s, so 6 saves at no AP.
6 saves at no AP.
Yep. Yes,
Just
please.
get the dice. So we need 3s. We still
Lost
will lose 2.
Yeah.
Do you have much more shooting over here?
Over here, I could get cheeky with my Plague Spur gauntlets. I think I can extend the range of them to 12 inches. Let me just double check that for you. Because I can add 6 onto the range of any plague weapon.
Yeah, we need to remember that these little cheeky guys are here.
Their gauntlets are range 12.
Range 12, so they should be in anyway.
We will be in range, so yes, I do have some more shooting.
So I believe I'm on 4 CP. I am. I'm going to try and keep 1 alive because my troops are going to be very important, and it is only turn 2. We do keep another 1 alive, so you've killed 1.
Yep.
That's at the cost of a CP.
Right, so now I'm going to use my Plague Spur gauntlets. They are going to be in range. It's 4 d6 shots because one of them somehow sneaks
Just
2.
double check because these 2 units of the storm bolters and the
Yes, of course, I see.
would have obviously
Yeah, we're in
got
range.
9. Yep, I'm happy for that. No worries.
So 4d6 automatic hits. Oh, we're not doing the best, are we? So 4 here.
Well, don't forget these wound on 3s.
They do wound on
'Cause I'm toughness
3s,
2.
but I definitely would have rather that the 1s there were bigger dice rolls. 1s and 10s and other dice rolls. So they're wound on 3s. That's better. Plague weapon. And we're at no AP, so we've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 saves, please.
9.
AP nothing.
Well, let's see what happens now. Keep pulling your dice out of my pocket, but they've not turned blue.
Need to use more holy hand grenades.
I do need more holy hand grenades. So 3. Oh, that was enough to kill the unit on its own.
That's terrible. Right.
Good use of CP earlier there.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
This is what power armor gets you.
Yeah, you don't do well on your power armor. But if there's las cannons, you save it. But if it's little tiny Plague Spur gauntlets, you're not so good.
We've got 5 up guard saves.
Right.
I make them like a beast.
I need to start being a bit selective now as to what's happening where. These flamethrowers are obviously very scary for me. The multi-melters are also very scary for me.
There's only 4 of them.
There might only be 4 of them, but they still killed more Terminators than I've got left. So...
Yeah, but how about roll ones?
I think we need to put this squad here, this guy here, I'm going to put all of the shots into the multi-melters. It's what I'm going to go with. So it's my heavy blight launcher rounds, which have come through quite good for me so far. So it's 6 shots, hitting on 3s. Only 1 missed, they're wounded on 2s. I had to take this guy more often actually, it's been quite good for me.
It's a contagion range 6 inches, is it?
No, but it's strength 6.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I believe it's only 3 inches at the moment. So that's another 5 wounds at AP 3.
Well, 5 wounds at AP 3. So AP 2, so we need 5 ups. Well, there's one alive, and it's going to obviously be the multi-melter.
It has to be, doesn't it? Yeah.
We'll obviously make it the furthest away multi-melter. That's them mopped up. To be honest, this unit was there to trade, and I think they have done their job.
Yeah, they did.
Obviously, I'd rather have them alive, but you can't put them 12 inches of the enemy and expect them to live.
No, you did quite well there. So I've killed eight models now with plague weapons, because the plague spoke gauntlets are plague weapons, and obviously this is a plague weapon. So that's 2 victory points for me so far. Now normally I would hope that he failed his morale check. However, I know Luke's got a 1 for his miracle dice, and he would use it just to spite me.
Yeah.
It would also cost me 3 victory points. So it's absolutely going to do that. So I really need to find another way of killing that anyway. However, I've got bigger issues now. I've got flamethrower units in the middle. So I'm going to put all the shots into this squad here, into there. I'm not going to overcharge my plasma guns.
Not that it matters. Has she been knocked out, has she?
Has he been knocked out, sorry?
That flamer. Because I think she was on the edge.
This one? Oh yeah, we'll just nudge it there. I think these move around a little bit as we play.
Yeah, look at them shifting over towards the death bar.
It's where it should be, right? So it's guarding growing towards where it belongs.
Pro tip for a tournament, you've got objectives like this, if you shift them towards yourself.
You get better charge ranges, that's what it's all about. Now the plasma guns are in rapid fire range, bolt guns I've got malicious volleys anyway. I only actually have, I've got 1
stacked units of plague bearers there.
So I've got 2 bolt guns, I've got a blight launcher and 2 plasma guns. So I'm going to do the blight launcher first because it's a plague weapon.
Is this the back unit?
This one here, because range, there's nothing else for them to shoot at.
Yeah, of course.
I think actually I'll put the blight launcher over here into her.
Split and fire.
Yeah, I think I'll risk it for the biscuit.
Is one a shooter unit and one a combat unit?
They're both.
Oh, the same setup.
Right, so I've got 2 plasma guns and the blight launcher, and then I've got the axe, the hammer in both, and the captain's obviously he may as well be a captain in a plague marine unit, but
just move this out of the way for the turn.
He's got a power fist as well, so they're quite punchy now under the new rules. No, I'm going to put everything into there. I've changed my mind. So the blight launcher first, hitting on 2s because I tallied, both hit.
Well, there we are.
Wounded on, I believe it's strength 6, but you're not within contagion range.
So that's still 2s because you're strength 6.
2 wounds at AP -2.
Chasing them 2s.
Yeah, let me just double check the blight launcher for you. I'm confident. It
Get
is
them out of here.
indeed strength 6.
Strength 6, AP 2, yeah?
Yeah.
So 4 ups because of Armour of Contempt.
Ooh, 1 dead.
We're going to lose 1. And do you know what? We're getting charged, so let's just lose her now.
4 plasma gunshots. Not overcharging. Hitting on 2s. No re-rolling of 1s.
But can't you overcharge?
Unfortunately, 6s explode for another hit because they're a core Death Guard unit. A lot of people run this with dreadnoughts, but I haven't got any. 3s to wound. Or is it strength 6?
It's
Strength 6, isn't it? Yeah. So
strength 7.
So 2s.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 wounds. At
-3, I believe.
-3, yeah.
Right. It's definitely -3. It's plasma gun there.
Yes.
Universal. So -3. So we need 5 ups because Armour of Contempt once again. We do make 2 of them.
Nice.
That's the shield of faith coming in strong there.
You
So
can have your faith because I haven't finished yet. I've got 4 bolt gun shots.
No, to be fair, the bolters are what do me in.
Yeah, they definitely murder you every time. Hitting on 2s, 6s explode, so we get a nice extra shot
nice.
there.
And you get 5 hits from 4 shots.
Yeah, and then we're wounding on 3s, so 3 wounds at no AP. So we all know they're dead, you may as well just take them off the board.
Nah, look at these threes.
Oh, did you do it? Ah, you still lost another one.
We did lose another one.
Now,
At this point,
I'm going to be honest, I'm now really tempted to leave both of those sisters alone. Because Luke's going to fail a morale test with one. And my famous last words are going to be, how much can one melter gun hurt? The answer might be something I come to regret. So now, I really think I'm going to consider pushing the boat out. So I'm going to come over here first.
The terrain is still there. I've just moved it because the camera doesn't like it. Told me.
His immolator got quite lucky, which I'm not too happy with. Obviously we've got Toasting with Toasty over here.
Oh, see that? Dragging it closer.
I'm not going to claim I can see through this ruin and shoot his characters. I don't think I can anyway.
Yeah, within 3 of the vehicle, which was closer.
Yeah,
it wasn't until you dragged it closer.
Oh, is it? Before I dragged it closer, was it within 12? I don't know how much I moved it, I'm sorry. Was that?
To be fair, it was about there.
Okay.
So it was within 3 inches of both characters.
Right, so it is within range of a nasty melter gun. It's D6 shots.
Where's the melter gun?
No, sorry, nasty flamethrower.
What? Oh,
it's your favourite man. You like this?
Yeah, there he is.
He's always sneaking around. 2 rerolls into a 2. Auto hits. Strength is 8 because
Toughness
of
is 7.
viscous death. So 3s. I get to reroll all of the 1s. So unfortunately, it's 1 wound. It's AP, I believe, -4.
AP -4. AP goes down to 3. Regardless, it's a 6 up because all sisters have 6 up in blood anyway. No, so it goes through.
So
What's
you
the
take 2 damage.
Right, over to Mr. Mimic here. What you got for me? Oh, look at that. So I've taken 2 damage, right? So I'm actually down to 9 because an immolator has 11 wounds. Do you think when they were balancing the game, like they sat there and had a really long meeting about how can they make
how many wounds an immolator should have?
Can we fairly balance it? Another wound in the age of D6.
Well,
D6 plus 3 las cannons should do it.
Does it help you against a hammerhead?
Do you know what? If it misses, yeah. If it misses, yeah.
Hammerheads aren't so polite at missing, are they? Right, I've got this squad's got range on a few things, and I've got this tank here left. Unfortunately, Luke's obviously in his dense terrain over there, but I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. So I'm going to put the 2 entropy cannons into the tank there because I'm just out of range of that one there. I'm going to put the mortar round into the sisters back there.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm going to put the mortar round into the sisters here so that I'm not at the -1 to hit, and then I'm going to put the stubber into the sisters there as well.
I'm going to start filling them down with those nice,
hopefully,
low strength shots.
Yeah. The stubber will kill 4 and everything else will do nothing.
Oh,
so
yeah, you've got this in the bag then.
We'll start with the entropy cannon onto the tank, needing 4s. Obviously, they both didn't go through for me. My entropy cannons have let me down so far today. They often do quite well for me, so I can't complain. D6 shots here. Blast would be a minimum of 3 anyway.
You got 5.
We got 5. I'm happy with that. We're wounding on 2s because your sisters are weak. Re-rolling 1s, there weren't any. So 5 saves, please, at AP -2.
So 5 saves at AP2. We're not armour of contempt. We're a 2 up save, so we're on a 4. So
no, you're not. You've got 2 in cover.
Oh, thank you. So we're rolling them 2. So they are just touching. It is cheeky. It is how we both play. So
that's how you play the game. It's not
yeah,
how
that is
play.
true.
It's the same play.
Right. So
3s. You got to fail both. Ah.
3s again.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Come on, I need to kill 1 at least. Oh, that's
yeah.
Calm as that, isn't it?
Yeah, but this squad was deployed in the wrong flank, clearly.
Yep, I've rolled the dice over here rather quickly. I apologise. So we've got 4 hits on the stubber. Strength 5, wounded on 3s. So we've got 3 more wounds. They're AP nothing, so now you're going to fail.
Well, these guys have got 1 up, you know. So 3 wounds, was it?
Yep. Please.
So 2s. Oh my god, we made it.
That's come out quite nicely for you. That's a good job, all done. Right.
Go sisters, you made it up. You're promoted to heavy hitter squad, I think.
I'm going to put all of the shots here
Yep.
into the back squad of 3 over there. Now, what I'm thinking here is Luke does have a squad of 4 left over there, 5 left over there. If I can put pressure on him, he can't do the objective here unless he owns it. So I'm probably going to have to go for a charge, even though I don't want to. And this is where the careful planning kind of comes in. If he can get a unit on it, he can do the Sanctify Ground if he controls it. And I haven't really thought ahead on that. But if I kill the 3 at the back, he has to move assets back, because he can only do with his infantry units. And his little suits there are apparently monsters.
The monster vehicles. So they've got it all.
He's going to struggle if I can kill that back squad. So I really want the victory points.
This was knocked,
Yeah.
but as you saw from earlier, that one space room should have been touching.
We know that she's on there.
She was deliberately left.
But she can't do the cleansing of Nurgle's despoiled ground.
No,
she's too busy.
The vehicle monsters can't.
Are they actually tied into those suits? Can they get out of them?
You get out, yeah.
They can get out and walk across. It's not like the penitent engines.
No. This is the opposite. You do really good, you get a different.
Oh, it's a reward, is it? I guess it does look quite nice. I'm going to put a plasma gun into this one here.
Go for it.
Because it's rapid fire. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it into the. Oh, yeah, I'm going to put it into the flame, the multi-mill, which I don't like multi-mill.
How much damage can a multi-mill to do?
No, I don't want to talk about it too much. And then everything else is going to go into the back squad. So I'm going to do the plasma gun first. 2 shots, hitting on 3s, 6s explode. Then we've got 3s, 2 2s, 3 wounds.
3 wounds, -3. So -2, so we need 5. So
there we
go. Make 1. I think it's
it's on this one. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, it's her.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I'd rather it was the back unit, but
I would have rolled. I would have just removed her.
2 blight launcher rounds back there, hitting on 3s.
Yeah, it's -1.
This one, 4s then, of course. Thank
you. No, I've removed the ruin.
Yeah, no, of course the ruin. That's not going to be enough then. So 1 plasma gun shot and 1 plasma gun shot only. Hitting on 6s explode. So 2s. Oh dear.
2 5-ups.
You could always use that miracle dice you've got.
1. Well, I do lose 2. So don't know where the sergeant's gone, but I guess we'll leave them on that in that case.
I think you took the sergeant off earlier when I dropped bombs on him.
Well, I didn't mean to.
So
she's gone.
That leaves me with 2 desperate bolt gun shots. Have I got 2? 1. 2 bolt gun shots. So 4 bolt gun shots.
You're not 12. Oh no,
malicious volleys.
Malicious volleys, and you always count as stationary.
Yeah, so
-1.
Oh no, the 1s hurt me, and the 2 isn't pleasant either. We've got 1 wound. It needs to be a 3. Oh no. Right. Well, we'll just have to talk about that later, won't we?
Now you know how it feels.
All right. Well, you've got a morale check to take. I'm sure you've got some choices where you're going to use your 1 over there.
That's true.
Okay.
Well, she's only lost 2 friends, 3 friends.
3. She was
3 friends. There's no sergeant, so 7, 6, 5, 4.
Yeah. She can fail.
She could fail.
Can fail. Right. I'm going to go for the long bomb charge with the death shroud over here. I'm going to declare the rhino.
And the squad. So what do you need?
It's probably about an 11.
Because they're further away than 9.
They're a long way away now. So it's a 10 on the dice is what we need.
And a multi-charger.
Multi-charge into both.
Yeah, let's see if
you need a 10.
The 6.
That's bad.
Followed by the 6.
I'm going to be honest.
If it's bad, just don't do it.
It depends whose side you're on, right? I guess bad for me because I have to
come back to that.
I have to roll more dice, don't I? The Demon Prince, realistically, I mean, it has to go in such that.
Well, that's getting removed as well.
Yeah, that's obviously it's the rusty metal causing it to collapse.
The terrain's rebelling against me.
The Demon Prince I'll roll, but he's in on
you can touch him.
Dice roll there.
I don't think I can set to defend because I'm already in combat.
No, I don't think you can.
I don't really know the rules around that, but it sounds sensible.
The Terminators may as well charge the Sacrosancts as well, needing a nothing on the dice.
Ooh,
so for an 8, we're gonna, I think, try and do some clever manoeuvring here.
So not really much clever manoeuvring needed. That's your objective.
As long as one of them touches in, and I'm closer to them than I am the rhino, then I can move over.
Depends what happens to the storm bolters.
Yeah,
I reckon you should be alright.
Absolutely. I think I will go first. I can't see you spending 2 CP to interrupt to try and kill my Blight Lord. It's probably a waste of assets for you. It's not -1 to hit, it didn't go off.
Oh, you're quite right, didn't you?
I failed that, yeah. So I'm going to go with the Terminators first. Okay, so they've got 3 attacks. I'm going to use the flail, which doubles to 6. We're hitting on 2s, we're hitting on 3s. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the Demon Prince. Oh, that was not great. So we've got 3 hits, wounded on 2s, re-rolling 1s. So we've got 3 wounds at AP -2.
Well, no armor of contempt, so 4 ups. Smashed them all.
Oh, nice.
Those storm shields coming in, or
Right.
whatever they are.
Then we've got the Blight Lord Champion and the Blight Lord Terminator with more attacks. Hitting on 3s.
I thought they were going to have less.
I know, this is unfortunate, isn't it? 6 wounds, wounded on 2s.
Wounds, isn't it?
Oh dear, that's 6 wounds. And the AP, because they've both got swords, though I do prefer the axe, in this case it's AP -3.
Regardless, -2 would be enough to take me to million buns.
Yep.
Right, we just roll these. So 6 was it, yeah?
Yes, please.
Let's see how my inbuns can come through for me.
Oh no, not so good.
That's 1, 2, 3.
4 dead.
4. So
Yeah.
I've got 1 left. 1's enough. That's all I
One
need.
could be enough. Are you spending 2 CP
What,
to
interrupt with my
to
3
interrupt
attacks?
with your 3 attacks?
I know sometimes I might look a bit ropey, but I'm not actually cracked out of my head. So,
You sure you're not desperate at this stage?
just come on, just one little heroic intervention to get me through.
Intervention.
Jonesy through. Yeah.
Okay, the Demon Prince then, he's got 6 attacks.
Is that it?
He's fat and slow, right? He doesn't get to reroll for himself. He's not like some chapter masters out there or High Lords of Terror who just get to roll all the dice over and over and over again. But he just gets to roll that one again. And it's on an invulnerable save again, please.
How many?
5.
5.
Yeah. Dead is the word we're looking for.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hand them home enough and roll them one at a time. She's going to get 5 4s anyway.
She's dead. Nearly did it.
No, she didn't. I was failing through nearly.
Yeah.
She.
I'm gonna assume that these ladies can't kill my Blight Lord. So with the Dreadnought, with these chaps here, I'm actually gonna put all of the attacks into the Rhino.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do the big swings, right? Because obviously I prefer damage 2 over damage 1. It makes them strength 7. You're toughness 6 now.
Toughness 6?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I've had enough. Oh wait, the Rhino is after. Sorry, I thought you were on about.
Yeah, the Rhino.
I thought you were misspeaking. I got excited.
I'm hitting on 3s and then I'm re-rolling 1s. So 3s, re-rolling the 1s. The Demon Prince coming in handy for me there. Okay, the 2s are out. No exploding hits.
4 over here as well.
Unfortunately, thank you. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Ooh, a couple of 1s there.
That's a lot of wounds. This is only like one of them.
This is not. Oh dear. I believe your Rhino is cloven in 2.
Well, what we got?
That many saves at AP -3, please.
Is that 10?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
Yeah.
So 11 at -2,
Yeah.
which goes to -1.
No, -3.
So it's -2. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll do 6 5-ups. Just keep going all over the place. So I failed 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's 8 damage so far.
Okay. Another 5.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That's definitely scythed down.
It is. Sadly, that 1 extra wound that the immolator has didn't save it. Right, so 6 to explode.
I'd rather it didn't.
Hey,
Can we not explode?
So,
Can we not explode?
Death Shroud Terminators take in. Because I'm an absolute amateur, I haven't set my camera to unlimited recording, but this was the result of the mortal wounds.
So there's 2 mortal wounds onto my death trap, put him down to 1.
Yeah.
Let's do your sister's. I'll do your sister's.
Oh, here comes the
It's
final
mine.
6.
Right, there we go.
Oh, yeah, of
That's
course.
what we wanted.
Of course.
3 dead sisters.
Why would it be anything less?
Right, but do you get to kill?
Right, yeah.
Does the lawnmower die? Oh, come off there.
Yeah, it gets overkilled. Does that blow up?
It doesn't matter if it blows up, unfortunately for you.
Does it not?
It doesn't affect nodal units, no. Oh, sorry, lawnmower. I feel like you did a good job.
That saved me a job.
Yeah, it saved you some.
So there is 2 units that need to get out of here.
Oh, really?
But I'll roll for that off camera and come back at the start, well, the end of the sisters' movement phase.
Right.
So at the end of Death Guard turn 2,
I'm feeling a lot happier.
there's a lot less red on the board.
There is.
The counter attack was strong,
Yeah.
but I feel we both traded
Do we want to do them around checks now?
pretty well. Oh, you know what? I'm going to automatically pass with my miracle dice on the one at the back.
Ooh.
This one here, she's lost 4 from leadership. She's leadership 7 because her sergeant's dead. So I believe that's a 1, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
1, 2 or 3. She's in the game.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's correct, isn't it? Yeah. That's good.
So not anything else that needs a leadership test has been butchered or blown up by the rhino dying. So with that, we will be back at the end of the sisters movement phase.
Right, moving into the end of Sisters Turn 2. It's quite interesting at the moment. Obviously, we're talking about what's going on. We're both feeling quietly confident, which means one person's going to be very disappointed. I think Luke's got a slight advantage, but some things could go wrong. So, Luke, talk us through what happened since your tank blew up.
Yeah, the tank blew up and we lost a woman out of each unit. So we've killed the sergeant off the storm bolter unit and we've killed a bolt gun out of the troop unit.
Yep.
Due to consolidation, we've only the sergeant can touch because we've got to stay an inch away from stuff. So I have to remove these blight lords to have any chance of obsecking it because I need that back at the end of my turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've had reserves come in as well. We're going to drop a whole bunch of CP in a moment and do some damage. The Immolator's moved up to support, and the Palatine and the Canoness. In Canoness Karen coming in to do some damage, which will be desperate if we get there.
Yeah, the war suits have come out to play over here.
War suits have come out. This might be a bad trade for me because obviously if I butcher one unit, the next one's going to give it to me.
It's good. Historically, you've murdered my Plague Marines with your war suits, but that was pre-Armour of Contempt, and normally you've had free rerolls from Morgan Val. So I'll be curious to see how this little combat here actually does pan out.
Fully agree.
And then over here,
well, we've got the cheeky flamer. She's gone up. There's a last-ditch attempt.
yeah, last life. She doesn't count as anything.
Yeah, she'll probably not kill some Plague Marine bearers, which will come back. Over here we have raised a banner, moved the Immolator up to get the angle just on this naughty little thing here.
He's done surprisingly well so far, actually. I've been quietly impressed with him.
And then we've mixed around over here. The one remaining sister cleansed this objective.
Yep.
And the other unit of 5 moved in a way that the multi-mount is inside the dense area, so she can shoot out with no penalty.
Yeah, so in terms of the war, it looks like Luke might make a play for his artifacts hidden in a shrine. He's cleansed 2 now, so he's cleansed this objective here, and he's cleansed this objective here. He needs to get some OBSEC troops over here, because only OBSEC troops can cleanse, because of the way it's written. So I might be able to hold on to 3. And the shrine is looking a little bit tentative for this turn, but at the end of the game, Luke obviously will lose out if he's not in control of it. So he really does need to make sure he's holding that, and this is a big game over here at the moment. Right, Luke, are we ready for your psychic phase?
Yeah, this psychic phase done.
Yep, I enjoyed that.
So did I. It was a very, very good little chat we had there.
Okay, shooting phase?
Shooting phase. Right, we're gonna kick off with the obvious things over here.
Okay, over here first.
They raised the banner. They're chilling.
Yep.
The Immolator, however, we're gonna pump that vehicle. I think.
This one?
No.
For sure?
But the heavy bolter will actually pump the plague bearers, in which case we'll go here first.
Okay.
Just so we don't put her out of range.
Yeah.
So it's D6 shots.
Yeah, minimum of 3.
3.
That's good.
Strength 5, the
Yep.
toughness 4, and the unit reroll. 3 saves on them.
3 saves. Obviously, we've got the 3 feel no pain saves. Needing 6s. And we've got none.
Nice.
Okay, so we'll just take 3 off from the back here.
Straight onto the heavy bolter from the immolator. Nice.
3 hits. 3s to wound.
3 wounds. We won't use the unit reroll, so just.
Was it 3 or 2?
It's 2 wounds.
So double 6 really, and they're both dead just to save some time.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Next up is the multi-melters from it.
Yep.
They're going to pump the vehicle, so freeze to hit it. That is very big.
That was special. 3s.
Freeze again.
Yeah.
Less big. Unit reroll. No.
Oh no.
Do you make your invuln save?
Right. I haven't made any of these yet, so let's hope one comes through. As a 4, no, it does not.
So D6, maybe +2.
6.
Are we in 12?
I think it is.
We are.
So that's 8 damage
Down to
7. So I've got 2 mighty wounds left. If any point in time, I've got to go over to Mr. Chompy. Let's see what Mr. Chompy gives.
around.
He's dangerous, isn't he?
More he hasn't brushed his teeth, it's what you might catch from
Still quite clean. Right, it's a D20, I don't want that. I'm going to take this one here.
That's optimistic, isn't it?
Down
Probably
to
D4, really.
Yeah, well, not going to need much, am I? Well, unfortunately for you, it doesn't degrade. So unless you can kill him with, you've not got much else. Oh, that's a shame.
Just some parallel melted.
Yeah, they'll miss.
We'll see what goes on. But we might throw this cheeky little melter at it. Yeah, we're going to.
Of course, it's -1 because you moved, isn't it?
Argent Shroud, she does not care.
No minuses for me.
So, freeze to hit. We've hit twice.
Dance doesn't come through anyway for me, even if it did count, which it doesn't.
No, not this
Don't
case.
worry, I've seen your wound rolls.
Yeah, we need freeze.
Yeah.
And we'll do the unit.
Reroll.
Into a 1.
Okay, right, so I've not passed any yet. And I've. Oh, yes!
That's fair enough.
It comes through at a frustrating point in time there.
It's fair enough, it was a little pot shot.
Hanging in there.
She's not doing anything. The bolt guns aren't doing anything. Do you know what? It's stupid, but if they're in 24, I may as well fire them.
Yeah, absolutely.
4 shots.
Yeah. 3 hits.
That's enough. 5s?
Yeah. 6.
One
Yeah,
armor save.
5. 1 armor save. 3s. Yeah. I'd rather save the 5 to be honest, but it's gone now.
So what have we got here, range-wise? I think it might be better to go all in where we can.
You're going to risk it on the back squad, are you? Ooh.
I think what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
I think she can't see them though. Or she can?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll actually just put all the storm bolters
Put storm bolters into the.
into them,
Yeah.
because that gets me easy in prison points.
Oh, good point. That's what you're
But
going
I
for
think
there.
everything else is going to dack them,
Yeah.
but I think I will multi-melt with that.
You want to multi-melt to this. Your storm bolters are going into here, and
Into
your heavy bolters are going into here, and your storm bolters are going into my 5 remaining poxwalkers.
Just to clarify, it's multi-melter,
Yeah.
storm bolters, heavy flamers.
Flamers, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So
What are you starting with?
start with the multi-melter.
Has to be multi-melters, really.
We've hit twice.
2 hits.
Freeze again. Unit reroll, so I want to guarantee it.
Oh no!
Do you make the save?
You know, I'm tempted to CP it when I fail it. Technically, I really shouldn't CP it. I'm not going to. There's bigger problems in the world. He's dead.
I might end up using a CP. I am within. No, the minimum I can get is 3,
Yeah, so he's
which
dead.
is 2. So yeah,
Yeah. Does he explode?
it might kill my lady.
It does not explode. I really wanted just to kill that last one over there.
That's fine. Right, storm
Do
bolters.
you roll the miracle dice now or later?
I think it's when you kill a unit, but no, it is end of the phase. It's a 1.
Yeah. And did you roll one for the beginning of the phase?
It's the battle round. Which
Okay, you already did that.
so none of us
Yeah.
are in 12, but they have 2 storm bolters each.
Yeah.
It's 4, 8, 12 shots. Exactly 12. And no curse dice. Let's just move this out of the way for a moment. A bit more space because it's stuck in the middle. Get rid of the 1s. On the 1s and 2s, right. And then we need 4s.
Cool.
That was
Here
one.
we go. 4.
That's good. It's not even 4, it's 3.
It's 3, is it? Right, 6s. Dirty dice. No. 1. 1. So 2 more. Dirty little poxwalkers dead. Let's take them away. And then
And
your
then-
heavy flamers.
D6 a suit.
10.
That's pretty good.
Wounding on 4s.
It's actually a strength 6 flamer.
Strength 6 flamer.
It's the Ministorum heavy
Oh,
flamer.
that's very tasty.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's actually freeze.
Right, how many have we got? You've rolled a few ones there. And what's the AP on these?
They're only AP1, so you don't care.
Okay, how many?
7.
I care about 7. That seems a bit rude, to be honest.
The lucky number.
Wow.
A wound.
Our wounded. This front squad we said, yes. So I'll put 1 wound. Right, carrying on with the shooting phase. We're on Luke's left flank now, my right flank. And we've got some toasty flamers and scary multi-melters to come.
Yeah, I'm going to pop a bunch of strats from these to shoot the Death Shroud. So they're going to be +1 to wound, and all the flamers are going to get max hit straight away. It's not the best target, but I think through weight of shots, I'm going to just try and weigh them down. So, down to 3 CP. 2 for the max hits, 1 for the Holy Trinity. And we will use the cherub after, but we've got to do that in a minute. So it's going to be 24 shots. These are obviously strength 6 flamers.
Yep.
Which will mean it's freeze, so the Holy Trinity makes it 2s.
Indeed.
So we're going to open up all these. I need 2s to wound.
There's obviously a fair few.
So out of, what is that, 6, 12, 24,
Yeah.
you've got 22 saves to make.
We've got another one back there.
Where?
I just picked it up.
Or 1?
Yep.
Okay. 21 saves to make.
21 saves. What's the AP?
1, so you don't care. So it's literally a 2-up save.
10.
Let's just try and chip down what we can.
Right, I'll do them. I've got 10 dice here. I'll roll those first. So that's 1, 2, 3 so far. That's
One's on a wound, so there's 1 dead, 1 on a wound.
1 dead so far, 1 on a wound. And how many did you say I've got left now?
That'd be 11 more.
11 more, right. I'll
I'd like to see that again.
Yeah, that was terrible, wasn't it? So let's add 1 more in. Let's just roll that away. And then this time, we obviously didn't get any.
That's fine.
Right, that seems reasonable.
So the Combi Bolter as well, because it's to fire both elements at -1.
Yep.
So this will be 4s. And the melter gun itself, well, that's all hit.
Yep.
The bolt gun's going to need 5s,
Nope.
nothing. And the melter gun will need 3s.
Yep.
Get it? So,
Okay, so 4 up.
1 and 1.
Yep, we make that.
That's fair enough. And then I've got 6 more shots from the cherub being used. 2s again.
Very tasty.
6 more saves.
4, 5, and 6.
I'd love to strip that last wound off that guy.
Yeah, I'm hoping to keep him here. Oh, we make it.
You make it.
Perhaps a little bit unfortunate on the first roll, but I think then it may have averaged out.
Let's do some more.
Two Death Shroud left still.
Let's do some more obvious bits. So we also need to remove this troop unit. So the Canoness is going to, well, both the Canoness and the Palatine,
Yep.
are going to put some, what's it called?
Shots.
They're going to put her Inferno pistol in, and she'll put a plasma pistol in. So
Yep.
the Inferno pistol, 2s to hit.
I assume you're not overcharging because there's no
It's
point.
an Inferno, so it's another pistol.
Yep.
Then freeze.
Yep.
It's in metal range, 1-4 up.
Ooh.
Well done.
Oh, we made it.
You did. The plasma pistol not overcharging.
No, there'd be no point.
It's another 1 damage
Another
wound.
wound. Oh, we
So
failed. We failed that one. So
Just a
over to-
wound.
Over to Trumpy for this morning. And then let's just put this. I'll put it on there. The Stormbolt's going on. I'll turn this person around. They're obviously disrespecting you by putting it back to you.
That leaves us with what we got. So I think at this point, this is going to put. I think I'll put its heavy bolter here.
Yep. Trying to
Try and pick
last
that last
wound.
wound off, but its multi melters into here.
Understood.
So we'll start with the heavy bolter because that's probably the least.
Impactful. 2 hits.
2 hits,
1 wound. Unit reroll.
No, we won't. So just
you're saving it for the melters.
make it 2 up or die.
Right, made it on the 3. Rolled that camera there.
The melters into the Obsec Blight Lords.
Oh,
Fantastic.
no.
I think we're going to have to use the unit reroll on one of them. That's better.
We made that.
Then freeze.
And we've got 1
Just
wound.
One in one.
I'm not too upset if I fail this, to be fair. Okay, we did fail it.
I'll kill that Blight Lord because it's in metal range regardless of what
Yeah, I might. No, I'm going to save my CP. So that's this chappy here is gone. Off we go.
Eliminated. So some fairly underwhelming firepower.
Yeah, I feel a little bit fortunate there, but we've still got the big Stormbolter unit to go.
We do have the Stormbolter unit and the troop choice to go still.
Yeah, not as concerned by the troop choice, but...
So I think what we're going to do is put the troop choice in here.
Yeah.
And just see what happens.
Okay.
So we'll start with the bolt guns. Should be 6 shots. Can re-roll the 1s for being within 6 of the Cannoness.
Let's come out, okay.
Then we need 5s and re-roll the 1s for being within 6 of the Palatine. So 2 armor saves. Let's see if we can strip that last one off that Blight Lord.
Obviously I rolled the wrong dice there.
That's a D20, so 7.
Well, I passed it. I feel that that's reasonable.
I'll give you a 1.
No, okay, there we go. We saved those both.
Which just means the multi-melt is all that's left to go into that unit. So freeze.
Oh dear.
Unit reroll.
2 being the worst dice result for you there.
Absolutely. And then a 3.
Oh no, you used the reroll as well.
Nothing from
I feel I've looked at a little bit there. I expected to lose at least that last Death Shroud.
It went well from here.
Yeah.
It didn't go well.
Well, the first dice roll went very, very well with all those 1s, and then since then I feel like it's swung my way a little bit.
It has. So sadly, I think I'm going to have to now use the Stormbolters to finish off these.
Yeah.
Because that's what, 6 wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to have to be done. So 1 CP taking me down to 2 to Bless Bolts.
And you got all 4 Stormbolters left because you wisely took off your
Sergeant
earlier. And this has generally come out as 6 wounds for you, but
yeah, so 16.
Ooh, 1, 2.
Is that just 2 again?
That's just 2.
Luckily within 6 of the Cannoness.
Yeah, so you get your rerolls.
So this is a desperate time.
Let's see if you can get one of these into a 6. Will the Emperor bless you? Oh, we've got a cocked 5. 1 chance left. No. It must be. You've cleaned the ground there as well. You're in your sanctuary, but still, just.
So let's pick up all the misses. We have 1 little ace up our sleeves here. So let's pick in all these hits.
Yeah, I see you hoping for your little.
So we're going to use the unit reroll here on one of the misses.
Ooh.
You do get another hit though.
Yeah.
So from all this, which means we have to deal 2 wounds.
We need to do 2 wounds, yeah.
So 5s.
Get the unit off the table.
We reroll 1s.
We've got, I think, 4.
So unless you roll 3 1s here.
I am due a 1. I am due a 1 for sure.
3 1s.
Oh, I've got 2.
Oh, 2
Now,
1s.
you've actually done your maths wrong because you've done 4 mortal wounds to me so far.
So that's the 6 then.
So, I'm going to CP reroll 1. That has to be done, doesn't it, just to keep my man alive. Into a 1, of course! Right, unit white.
We've just done it.
Yeah, we just
done it.
We've just got away with that with the shooting phase there. And that is actually the first time I think you've killed all of my Blight Lord Terminators.
In almost 2 years.
In a game, yeah.
So, miracle dice for killing you.
Yep. 3 could come in handy, yeah.
See what happens.
Right. I think that's your shooting done, isn't it?
That is all shooting done.
Right. Charges?
So, charges. Luckily we've obsect here, but
Yeah.
obviously by doing so, that Demon Prince is very much in the way.
Yeah, he is.
So I think we're going to just declare 2 charges into it with my heroes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he's going to jump on the troop choice.
Absolutely, yeah.
Unless these can magically heroically intervene as well.
I don't believe they can. If I'm incorrect there, let me know. But from memory, I don't think they've got an intervention strat. If I was Mortarian's Anvil, I could do, but...
So Cannoness is going to go in. She gets +1 to charges because of the Sacred Rite.
Yep, for her 6.
Not even going to measure.
No, absolutely not. Definitely.
Palatine joining her.
Yep.
She's got
I think she's
13-inch charge.
She could go around the block and still move in.
There we go.
Right, wisely, have you based me?
Yeah, the cannon S has.
Yeah, it's fine. No
Just lock her in just so there's no
shenanigans I can get away with here.
You should be on 2CP now, I believe, if that's correct.
Yes.
You used one, so you could interrupt somewhere.
That's correct.
Which makes it quite a conundrum. But I think the Paragons are still going to go in.
Yep.
I don't think it's the best choice.
Yeah, we're not. We've math hammered it. We don't. I mean, dice being dice, but math hammer wise, we're not sure how this one's going to go.
In fact, we'll go around like that.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens there. Now, Demon Prince, what are we talking about stat-wise with him?
One moment, please. I'm going to declare a heroic intervention with my talisman down here on last remaining melter person here. I measured it earlier when Luke wasn't looking, and I am 3 inches away.
That's
So that's that sorted there. Demon Prince wise, I believe he's 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. He's going to be wounding you on 2s, flat 3 damage.
Flat 3.
Toughness, I believe, is 7, with 5 up invulnerable save and a 5 up feel no pain shrug.
So really, at this point, I don't think it's about the damage I'm going to deal to you. It's about me surviving you in this combat.
Yeah.
So I think I'll go over here with the Paragons.
Yeah,
I think it'd probably be silly to interrupt here.
Yeah, I think that's the wise choice as well. I don't think that I'm particularly worried about those.
So I'm going to actually start, 'cause you've got one on a wound, haven't you? So I'm going to actually start with the normal Paragon suits.
Yep.
So they're 3 attacks a piece, and the extra one for having the blades.
Yep.
Now I'd like to usually use a strat called, I think it's the one that makes them +1 to hit. But obviously I'm not taking that for the narrative. I have to get another card before I
You
can
need
another
the character, don't you?
Let's just move this.
Because we've limited the number of stratagems we're allowed to use to the number of characters we have, +1 for the Warlord. And Luke only has 3 characters.
2.
2 characters, of course.
So we're going to roll in here. This is freeze to hit you.
Oh, that's a nice roll.
Yeah, we'll say
Let's
that.
come out okay. Strength is 6, isn't it?
It's actually 7, I believe.
Oh, so 3s?
Yeah, because it's the strength for the suit.
Yeah, as long as it's above 5, then
It's 3s,
you're on
definitely.
3s.
I think we'll still save the unit reroll.
Yeah.
Now, so that's 5 at -3.
5 and -3, so I need 5 ups. Obviously, for the armour of contempt, we got 2. We lost 2. Is it 1 damage? Or it's 2 damage.
It's 2 damage down to 1.
Down
So
to
the guy on the
one,
wound
so
dies, and another one
We'll
will
lose the
die.
guy on the wound, and then we'll lose 1 of the bolters.
That's worked out pretty well for me.
Yeah, that's good so far.
I've now got my sergeant.
Yep. Is this a 3 damage weapon?
This is 3 damage weapon.
I see. Yeah, that's going to be more
So 4s to hit
telling.
because it's like a power fist.
Of course. Oh,
I think we'll reroll one of these.
yeah, definitely.
That's
3.
better.
That's good. Right, the math may have gone your way in the end.
It's not 10. It's 9.
Oh dear.
So
2
2
at minus.
2. So it's only -1.
So 4s. So right, maybe regretting the CP1 into 1 earlier. Now we need 2 4s. Okay,
One
so
smushed.
we lost another one. I think we're gonna have to lose. The flight launcher there. It's not so important a weapon anymore.
Let me guess, leaving you with a Thunderhammer, 2 power fists.
It does leave me with with some tasty weapons. Okay, where would you like to fight next? Because I'm not going to interrupt for
That's the
TCP.
point. I should have used one of my miracle dice there, but you live and learn.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I'll fight with the Palatine next.
Yep.
Actually, I'll do the Canoness because I need to look up the Palatine.
Yep.
It's 4 attacks, hitting on 2s.
2s.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Strength 5, so 5s with the Blessed Blade. She can reroll 1 for herself. That was a miss. And I believe no characters aren't core, are they?
No.
I'll reroll it, I'll double check because it might say character or core for the Palatine's reroll 1s.
Yep.
I'll just be back in just a second.
Alright, we'll just check that and be back. Okay, we've checked that now, and I'm going to be taking 2 wounds on my Demon Prince needing. What's the AP, sorry?
-3, I believe, on the Blessed Blade.
Yeah, 3 into 2, it doesn't matter, even though I've got 3 up saver on mine, but of course, for 5s.
Ooh, 2 fails.
2 fails, so that's 2 damage, putting him down to 6 wounds. So we'll go to Mr. Chompy again. Right, your turn again.
Palatine, same again, 4 attacks, 2s to hit. Just to clarify, I couldn't have rerolled the 1s, so
No.
that's why it's 2 wounds, not 3. I think well, that's a hit actually, isn't it? So we'll save that. We'll save the reroll for the Palatine and see if we get anything at all. We get another one with a power sword.
And the AP of that is?
Same again, it's power sword.
So I need a 5. Oh, it's another 1, so that's another wound on the Demon Prince. Now, I've actually forgotten to do my 3 shrugs.
So I do it now.
So I'll do it now, yeah. So 3 more attempts to get over a 5.
Okay.
We got 1.
We've got 1.
We're okay. We're still on 6 wounds with Mr. Demon Prince here.
How many wounds has he got starting?
8.
Okay, that makes sense. So I thought
Okay.
you miscalculated that.
Is that your... I think that's you. You've done everywhere, isn't it?
That's me done everywhere.
Okay.
And a note on the scoring. I have reclaimed my sanctuary.
Yes, you have.
So I do hold that and I get my points for that.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
But you do have your attacks back.
I'm
Good.
going to
And obviously
start...
with the Demon Prince.
I'll start with the Taliman, just in case you manage to accidentally hurt him somehow. So I'm going to roll. He's got 4 attacks. He hits on 3s, doesn't get to tally himself, and then he wounds on 2s because you're obviously toughness 2 now.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the Taliman actually leaves his plague knife at home, so he just has a normal profile attack. So that's 2 wounds.
3 ups, is it?
Yep.
Whoop.
Oh, and
She's
well
alive.
done. She is for now. Right, do you want to attack back with her?
Yeah, 4s.
No.
Well, unit reroll.
Yeah, that didn't come to anything, did it? Okay, right, let's go over to here next, shall we? So I'm not going to spend any CP. I'm actually going to go with the Bubotic Axe, I believe it's called first. It's basically a Thunder Hammer for intensive purposes. It's not flat 3 damage, it's actually D6 damage.
Now,
so
your contagion, is it against everything?
Yeah.
Okay, right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm T4 instead of
Just
T5.
doesn't matter, unfortunately. So I hit on 3s, and they all miss. And actually, I hit on 4s because I'm -1 to hit.
Even better.
So then we will go with the
Good start for the
flail.
power.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Did. So we've got 6 attacks this time, and we're hitting on 3s. So we've got a good
Any
number
rerolls?
of attacks. No rerolls, no. And then we're wounding on. What's your toughness? Sorry.
So 5 usually.
Down to 4. I think I'm strength 6. So wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s for plague weapons.
No need.
That's averaged out quite nicely, hasn't it? AP is -2.
So 5 and
Yep.
-2. I
Yep.
am on contempt on these. So it's a 3 up save.
Yep. Ooh.
We failed
Only
one.
for only 1 wound. It's 2 normally, but they
put on normal
reduce
one.
damage by 1. Mini dreadnoughts, aren't they?
They are mini dreadnoughts. So down to 3 wounds.
Right, then we'll go with the champion. He, I believe,
Let me just visit the dice and then we'll cross through.
has got 4 attacks. Pretty confident it's 4. So we're hitting on 3s. Oh, no 4s because it's a power fist, so -1. We're wounding on 2s, however. Oh, only 1 wound.
1 wound.
Yep.
Minus on this.
I'm just going to say AP good. I'm pretty sure it's 3.
So down to 2, so 4 up. No miracle dice available.
Oh,
You've smashed
saved. Well done. And then I've got some knives from my guy with the plasma gun. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. So
One be 4s, but yeah.
4s. So 1 wound, re-rolling the plague knife. So 1 wound at AP nothing. So just a 2 up needed from you.
Do you know what's going to happen now, don't you?
You fail this one. Is it?
Oh, just.
that's come out quite nicely then. Right, and then we're going to go with Mr. Demon Prince over here. I'm going to put all of the attacks into... If they both got the same invulnerable saves?
Both got 4 up in van.
Yeah. In that case, I'll just put all of the attacks into Karen the Canoness.
I reckon she'll weather this.
There's a good chance, but the flat 3 damage I think might be quite telling for you. So we've got 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. So we've hit everything with 3 2s actually. And then we're wounding on 2s.
Easily.
Yeah, not even a question really, isn't it? Re-rolling 1s, so you've got 5 invulnerable saves to make.
5 in van. She's probably going down here.
She's in trouble.
So 4s.
Oh, smashed it! Look at... Oh no,
Made
there's a 3. Oh, that's 6 damage.
Flat 3. Do you know what?
I've got 1 attack left.
I'm
With
gonna.
my talons,
I think
but-
it's worth risking the CP reroll at this point
Go on then.
because it'll keep her alive.
Yeah,
So we need a 4. We
get it. We get
down,
it.
Down to 1 CP.
right, and my last little Maleficent
She's down to 2 wounds.
Talon hits on a 3 and wounds on a 4, which is AP -2 for the Malefic Talon.
So that will
4
be
up again.
4 up again.
Yeah.
What's the damage on this?
1.
So I can't die.
Oh,
But I
another
have a
wound. Right.
Another wound. That's a really good result for me.
Yeah, she survived. More importantly, I think the battle suits have survived, which I think is going to tell. I didn't have to re-roll any weapons with the Demon Prince. I do need to just double check that his Hellforged sword is a plague weapon. And then we'll be back at the end of my movement phase.
So we now return after the turn 3 at the start of it and the end of the Death Guard movement phase. So once again, left to right, or my left to right. What have we done?
Yeah, we said last phase that one of us was going to be disappointed because we were both feeling quietly confident. At this point, I'm not as confident as I was, so it's going to be quite interesting. I've moved my Death Shroud forward because they're going to be able to charge a unit, and whatever they charge is going to die. So hopefully I'm going to be able to wipe this OBSEC unit and that OBSEC unit back there. And
they're not these aren't an OBSEC unit.
Are they not? Okay, that's quite helpful to know. But they are doing mortal wounds, and the mortal wounds are definitely killing me. I've moved my Plague Burst Crawler here because I've just got options to shoot everything I want to now. These Plague Marines have fallen back so that these Plague Marines can shoot and then charge. And then over this side here we have my final Plague Burst Crawler.
Hiding amongst the foliage.
Hiding amongst the foliage there, the Nurgle's Garden. So moving into my psychic phase.
Or this cheeky thing as well.
Oh yeah, I advanced the Rhino because that will get me victory points at the end of the game. And I think, to be honest, if Luke shoots it, he's probably being a little bit silly because it's not going to do anything. And I'm telling him my game plan really, but he's either going to give me some victory points or he's going to shoot things that don't really need shooting. So if he decides to shoot the Rhino, I'm actually quite happy with that. Command phase, we tally-manned this squad here, and I haven't actually tallied for my tally-man, and I get another CP. That puts me up to 4, which is obviously quite helpful for me at this late stage of the game. So psychic phase, I'm going to start with the Demon Prince. I'm going to go big or I'm going to go home. So I'm going to use the Curse of the Leper, and I'm going to use it on, I have to use it on the closest unit, which is the way that we're actually based, is going to be the model with 2 wounds there.
Yeah, just to clarify, the final attack would have done 2 damage, killing old Canoness Karen there. But obviously I rolled the dice very blasé, not caring, thinking I couldn't die because we thought it was damage 1. So we cut the difference and dropped the miracle dice of a 3+ because it was a minus. It was a minus nothing after Honour of Contempt.
Absolutely would have been significant.
So she's alive and 2 wins.
Let's do Curse of the Leper. I believe we go off on a 6. I'm going to use my free reroll per phase on that there, and it does actually go off on an 8.
So Canoness Karen, she's going to try and get that magical 6. She does not.
Oh dear. So Curse of the Leper is 7d6. Needing to roll higher than your toughness, and then you get a mortal wound for each one that is actually over. So I think
she might be dead.
Karen is yeah, she's gone, unfortunately.
She's gone, but you know what?
She did a job.
But she stayed alive and she soaked that for everyone else.
Yeah, if she hadn't soaked that, then it would have been the case that obviously,
usually we would have liked to have brought her back to life in the phase, but we can't do that because I've not taken that stratagem.
No. And I think we'll go for a cheeky smite then. So that goes off on a 9. 9.
Where's it coming from? Demon Prince?
Demon Prince again, yeah.
So I guess the Palatine would now be closest, so she's going to try and deny it, also needing a 6. No, so D3 I believe?
D3. Obviously the Demon Prince can only normally cast 1 spell, but because of the relic we've given him, he can actually cast 2 for 1 wound.
1 more wound, that drops the Palatine down to, I'm pretty sure, 3 wounds.
Yeah, we're not going to re-roll that. That was just tasty for us, to be honest. If I'm honest, I don't want to kill her because I actually need to cast my Psychic Interrogation here, which goes off on a 4 for an 11.
So obviously the troop unit there, they will now try and deny on a 6-up.
Absolutely. 4.
They do not.
By now you think one of those would have come through for you. I think you've been
We'll get there.
a little bit unlucky. So that's another 3 victory points for me. That will probably be the last 3 victory points I get for that from the game. I would have liked to get the extra command point that you get for that normally, but because my tally-man tallied, which I'm not ungrateful for, I did beat your leadership, but I don't actually get the extra command point because you're only allowed to generate 1 per battle round. Moving on to shooting. So I've got quite a few options. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to use my flamethrower here on your Stormbolter squad. Back there. Yeah.
Well, now obviously they're -1 to hit, but you don't care because it's a flamethrower.
I don't care at all, no. So D6 shots for 3. I'm going to be greedy. Free reroll. Oh no!
Yes.
Yeah, got greedy. 2s. Oof, plague weapon. So that's 2 wounds at AP -4.
So -3. So we're looking for some heroic 6-ups. Do you know what? We lost 2, but that could have been a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we're gonna drop them 2 out.
So now I'm gonna go with my flamethrowers over here. I'm gonna put the flame gauntlets over here. So we're doing 3d6 automatic hits.
Yep.
Let's see where we go to with this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Am I out of your range here for contagion?
We're up to 6 inches now. So I believe
Might be in.
they will still be toughness 3, you call it, I can't tell.
So come forwards a bit more. You've just got me out.
Oh, okay, so I'm quite fortunate
Put the
there.
camera away there, but yeah, he's literally just in 6.
So they're going to be wounded on 2s then, because that puts you... No, it's still 3s, only strength 3.
Yeah.
So 3s. Rerolling 1s, oh dear.
Yeah, but it puts my toughness down to 2. Oh yeah,
It does put your toughness down to 2, yeah. So 4, 8, 9 saves required at no AP, please.
9 saves on the sisters. So.
Yeah, no. No, don't forget, you're terrible at rolling unmodified power armors.
So here we go. We'll just roll it here. So that's going to be.
Only 2.
He says only 2, but that's 2 dead.
It is 2 dead.
I think what we'll do is we will actually. Ooh. Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of heavy armor over here. No, we're gonna take away 1 flamer and the sergeant. I think.
Okay.
And we'll keep 3 heavy flamers.
So continuing with the desperation, my Death Guard Sorcerer in Terminator armor actually has a combi bolter. So I'm going to put the 4 combi bolter shots into the same unit again. So
Yeah.
he's hitting on 3s. I believe it's 3s. He's not going to be. No. It's his 10,000 years have not improved his ballistic skill. Wounded on 3s because of contagion. Oh no, it'd be 2s, wouldn't it?
It's a 7-4 weapon. So
Yeah,
another
so
2
contagion.
wounds.
So 2 more wounds.
AP nothing.
AP nothing.
Let's stay alive here, guys. Or girls, sorry.
Oh, another one dead.
CP, what have I got? I've got 2 CP, but do you know what? We will just let another one bite the dust.
Yeah.
So a reroll's not guaranteed. It's
No.
likely, but I don't think it's worth it.
No. I'm going to move over to things without options now. So the Tallyman actually has a plasma pistol that I'm just going to shoot
Yeah, point
into her
blank.
face. Hitting on 3s.
Always a hit.
Wounded on 2s. So that's a wound. Plasma pistol is AP -3, I believe.
So 5 up or dead. She
Oh,
is
she
alive.
makes it. Right, we'll just try and stab her in the face again this turn.
Another turn of living.
Right, now we need to start to move on to some more serious shooting, don't we? So I'm going to put the 2 large entropy cannons into your immolator here, the heavy stubber into the squad here, and then we'll put the mortar. I think we need to try and whittle these down a little bit. I'm not expecting much from it, but I'm going to put the mortar into there.
We are in the open this time.
Yeah, so the indirect fire was obviously hurting me, but let's go with that. We'll go here first. Hopefully something from the entropy cannons this game.
You're not indirectly firing.
No, so
Because you're touching the bush.
hitting on 3s.
Shoot out of it.
So 1 hit,
Yep.
and then we need to wound, which will be a 3 again. Oh no, nothing from the entropy cannons
Your
again.
later will live.
I think I'm not going to CP it. I've got other things I need to save that CP for. Heavy stubber, so 5 stubber shots into the ladies there. We get 3 hits, and then we get
It's a special stubber, is it?
3
Death Guard one.
wounds. Is it?
So heavy stubber, I think it's usually 3 shots as well.
Oh, maybe I've completely.
I mean, I'll still take the 3.
misrepresented that. No, it's only 4, so let's 50.
Okay.
Let's 50-50 one of them. Low is good,
Yeah.
so we'll call it 3.
3 wounds, I'm
Yep.
happy with that anyway. So
Yep.
just
3
remember
wounds, no
that for me.
AP.
2 ups. Oh, there's the 1. There we are.
It was AP1, sorry.
So we've lost. Oh, it was AP1.
Yes, sorry.
would have been freeze. So
used to hiding them behind trees and things. So D6 plague mortar shots. 4. I'll take that. 3s. Going into 2s. And then the AP on this. Oh, plague weapon. The AP on this is obviously 2.
AP 2, so they're 4 up to this 3 wounds, yeah?
Yep. Oh dear.
Another 2 will go down.
Right, now the good news for me is that's the 7th model I've actually killed with a plague weapon, which is good news for my victory points total. But obviously not so much good news for Luke. I just need to whittle away at them and hope they die before the end of the game. Over here, I'm obviously in a tight place, so I'm going to go first here, and I'm going to put everything into the sisters unit. It might have been wiser to put the entropy cannon in, because obviously if the entropy cannons hit, I'm going to be killing 1 or 2. But I think
damage 4, are they?
Well, they're damage flat D3 plus 3, so 4 damage automatically. So this is a little bit of a risk. I'm also going to overcharge my plasma. I'm not going to overcharge my plasma guns at no point because you're -1 damage. So I'll roll both the plasma guns together. So we're hitting on 2s because we tallied. 6s explode, so no explosions. Wounding on, I believe, 3s.
And T4. So
And then the AP is good. Those 666s, if I'd have rolled those the other way around there, would have been a lot more hits for you.
So -3 usually.
Yep.
-2.
Yep.
For the vulnerable contempt.
Yep.
So I need 4 ups on these suits. It's not overcharged, so it's single damage.
Oh, 2 wounds, I'll take it.
2 wounds, do I drop to 1? What other shooting you got in there?
I've got the blight launcher. And
Damage
I've got
what?
2. And I've got 2 bolters, which are obviously damage 1.
Although I've only got 2 CP there. No, I will just take the 2 wounds and go to 1 wound.
Okay. Then we will go with the 2 bolters next. So 4 shots, hitting on 2s, 6s explode for an additional hit. And then we're wounding on, is your toughness 5 normally?
Yep.
So 4s now. So 2 wounds. Because obviously
nothing. I'm going to roll 1.
Oh dear.
A miracle dice the other. There we go. So
does that mean that that one's dead?
do you know what?
It does,
This
doesn't it?
I think might be where the CP comes in. There we go.
Yeah, that was a good CP, wasn't it?
That was.
Yep. And then the blight launcher.
I was confident I was going to make the first roll.
Hitting on 2s, quite fortunate. No explosions this round, a little bit unfortunate I feel. 3s, so 2 wounds, AP is -2.
So -1, so we need a double 3 here.
Oh no.
Of course, we survived.
Ah, you've been really unlucky with that.
It's alright.
I'm just
Tell you, I
not...
should play orcs with how I roll. I do better.
That's true. I'm just not entirely confident in this unit's ability to kill that tank with the way I've been rolling. Whereas if I can kill one of the suits, that really does secure me quite a sizable thing with the tank. I really need the tank to die. And this is 40k now, isn't it? Right, we're going to put the mortar and the stubber into the flamer squad back there. And then we're going to put the 2 entropy cannons into the immolator. I'm going to hope for a little
So
bit.
it's squad, do you mean the flamers?
Yeah, this tank into the flamers.
Yeah, cool.
Right, and then I'm going to put... I'm not going to kill the tank, so I need to put the entropy cannons into there, really. It is what it is.
So it's kind of what I wanted.
Just more important
I'd rather
to
he put
me.
all his resources into giving 1 unit than multiple.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll go with the entropy cannons first, because they're big. So, 3s. All cocked. No, it's a 1.
Ooh.
Right, so we've proven we wouldn't have killed the tank on that. It is 3s. Okay, so it is AP -4.
So it goes to AP 3.
Yep.
So 5 up save. Can we make a
This is
5?
important. Oh no.
We don't.
We've already used the CP, so that's a suit dead.
It might not be.
Well,
I've got
oh
damage
yeah, of
reduction.
course. So
The suit is alive on a
the
wound.
suit is alive. I haven't CP'd anything yet. So I'm going to CP that one.
Come on, show me that one.
No, I'm not. I'll take the. Nah, you can have him left on a wound. I'm okay with
If you
that.
could just pop into Mr. Mimic's mouth for me and mark me
course.
out with a wound remaining.
You've got 1 wound left on. Which suit would you like it on, the sword or the mace?
The sword.
There you go. Okay, heavy stubber shots 4 this time because we learned our lesson from earlier. 3s, no exploding 6s because he's not core or close to the talisman. 3s, oh no 2s because you're within contagion range, aren't you?
Strength of the stubber is 4, isn't it?
Yep.
So
It's toughness 2.
oh, you're firing over here.
Yeah.
Aren't you? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 ups.
Yep. Oh, -1 you ignore, of course. Oh, nice.
That's got a nice
D10.
foot roll of a 4 there. Where the hell did that dice come from?
Yeah. Oh, nicely saved. Well
We
done.
made them all for a change.
Auto shots D6 for 5.
Same unit, yeah.
Yep, hitting on 3s. So another cocked dice. There we go. Wounding on 2s. And the AP is -2 on that. So 4 saves, please.
4 we need to make a big 4 ups here.
Yep.
I reckon we're going to do it for a change. No, we
No,
make one of
that's
them,
unit-
so that's
unit
definitely
gone.
more than 2. But once again, a lot of firepower into them. Usually they come on and do a lot more, but against Terminators and the Era of Armour of Contempt,
It didn't quite make it for you this time, did it?
no, it's a big investment, but
Yeah.
they had to come in there.
Right. Charges. First off, I'm going to put the Plague Marines into the... I'm going to put them into both. The...
Suits and the lady.
No, I'll just put them into the suits. Okay. It's just not relevant. So let's see what we actually roll on this. We need to roll reasonable. 6 inches
reasonable.
is absolutely fine. It gets me where I need to be, which is up in your face. I can get all my attacks. And
Oh, sorry, I lost a character, so I will get a miracle dice.
Oh,
I've got
dear.
1. Fantastic.
That's helpful for your morale checks. I'm not too happy about the Storm Bolters. I'm not too happy about the Multi-Melters, and I'm not too happy about just life in general over here. We are
Hope you're on about the game.
need a 5 on the dice, and I'm actually going to declare a charge against all 3 units.
Okay.
I think I can do that. We'll just have a quick.
Well, it's a
look.
multi-charge, isn't it? So
Yeah, let's roll it and then fiddle around if we get over the 5. Okay, so we've got a 6, which is what we need.
So
Let's
I'm
just-
going to use my last CP here, I think, to overwatch it.
Ooh, with the Storm Bolters.
No, I think with the tank,
Oh, go for it.
because it's got 4 multi-motors on it and a
Yep.
heavy bolter.
Yeah.
And yeah, if we can strip that last wound,
Yep.
then what you can do is massively diminished, and the charge might fail because you can't tag all 3 units.
I won't be able to tag all 3. Go for it.
So really, what we need here. So the heavy bolter, but we need 6s.
No.
Nothing from the heavy bolter,
So far,
but that's not what we're here for, really. is it?
the
It's
multi-melter's going to do it.
Now the multi-melter. Ooh. I'm holding it wrong. Now the multi-melter, 6s again,
Oh, I got 1.
with a unit reroll.
Yep. Ooh.
I think it was worth the risk.
Yeah, it was.
I'd love if I had a miracle dice right now. I don't.
It's through. Ah!
Makes the in-run save.
Yeah, I had no reroll either because I've already used my CP reroll. Right, we'll be back.
We're now back after the Death Guard have made their charges. So
Yeah.
what have we got here? They've gone in there.
Yep, got the Plague Marines. We managed to fit the Terminators in over here. If Luke could have got his Overwatch, then that would have been a failed charge. So that was significant.
So they've both got in here, but they've got choices
Yeah.
to make. So
Yeah.
the Dominions under here and the troop choice here.
Definitely. Charge the Sorcerer into the Palatine, really in case the Demon Prince whiffs there. I don't anticipate he will, but it just is. He's got a force stave. It will hurt a little bit if it goes through. Luke can't interrupt anywhere. I'm a little bit concerned about this failing here. Now I've actually put the 2 models the wrong way around. I should have put them the other way around. I am going to spend 2 CP on Haze of Corruption, leaving me on 2 CP. And what I'm going to do is I am going to use the larger hammer strokes, larger scythe strokes. So the champion has got 5 attacks. He's actually only able to hit the 2 models there. So I think I'm going to be a little bit cocky. I'm going to put 4 attacks into the 2 ladies and 1 of his attacks only into the immolator. So let's hope this doesn't go wrong. Hitting on 3s.
It's gone right.
It's gone right. Wounded on 2s. Drop dice, obviously. So that's 2 there.
What's the AP?
3. So 4 wounds at AP minus 3.
It's a case of make all 5 ups.
Yeah.
Well, they're dead anyway.
Any one failed save would mean that both were dead because of Haze of Corruption.
So they are dead.
Yeah, that was important because that mortal wound output was a bit scary. And then we've got 1 attack going onto the tank, hits on a 5, wounds on a, does not wound on a 2, because it's just not good enough. Then I've got the 4 attacks going into the remaining squad there, hitting on 3s, 2 1s, which I think can thankfully re-roll because of the Demon Prince. Let's just quickly check.
Have your core.
I am indeed core. I will double check. I am within 6 quite easily. Double check the core keyword is indeed on there. It is. So we've got 2 re-rolls. So we've got 4 hits in total.
Yep.
We're wounding on 2s. Re-rolling 1s, of which there are none. So 4 wounds at AP -3. And if you fail 2, they're all dead.
So no miracle dice available, so let's get some 5s. Would
Right.
have been better to have those rolls the other way round.
Yeah.
No CP to re-roll it. That
No.
squad
No, it's dead.
is toast.
So Haze of Corruption actually did come through for me there.
Good
Because I don't know if it was, but I couldn't risk it. It
Well,
was
you've guaranteed it, which
Yeah.
is we've got the desired result.
That's important.
That's very good.
Make every CP count. So we'll go with the Terminator Sorcerer next. He's got 4 attacks. He's hitting on 3s because 10,000 years of practice haven't helped him hit people. Hitting on 3s, no rerolls because he's not core. He doesn't have a plague weapon, but he is +3 strength, so he's still wounded on 2s. So 2 wounds go through on the Palatine at AP -1.
So she'll just take her 3 up. She
Both
absolutely
halves.
loves it.
Yeah, no, that worked out quite well. Then we'll move over here. We are tallied, which means that we're hitting on 2s.
Brilliant at shooting and melee, yeah?
Just going to double check it. You tally 1 unit, makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll. No,
Nice.
so he does get it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, very, very important combat. So I'm going to spend 1 CP. Oh no, I don't have that stratagem. Of course I can't. No, I can't use it. Normally I would have spent a CP for them all to have an extra attack, but we can't do that. So let's go with.
Piddly attacks first, I imagine,
The-
to strip that wound.
I'm going to go with the flail first, just because it doesn't really make much difference. You're reducing the damage by 1 anyway. So he's got 6 attacks. He's hitting on 2s. No exploding 6s. That's the relic that does the niceties there. Wounding on 3s. So we've got 4 wounds at AP -2.
4 at -2.
Yep.
Down to 1. So we need 3 ups. We have passed them all.
Nice. Well done.
That's a good start.
Yeah, I'll go with the Power Fist next. So that's 4 attacks. 4 attacks. Hitting on 2s again.
Freeze. To pass.
3s, of course. Yep, 3s. So 3 hits. Wounding on 2s.
Strength 8, toughness 4.
Yep. So 2 wounds come through
Minus.
at AP -3.
So we need 2 4-ups here.
Oh.
We make 1, but then regardless, this 1 suit on a wound here
Yep.
is gone.
Is gone. Now we're going to go with the Great Plague Cleaver,
Get
which
that.
is 3 attacks, -1 to hit, so hitting on 3s. Oh dear, not going to CP. Wounded on 2s, 2 wounds. The
Agent really helping you out.
yeah, absolutely. The AP on that is -3.
So -2, so 4s again.
Oh dear.
Oh, I think it might be down here.
Triple
Damage a
deuce.
swing.
D6, 5, 8.
Well, that alone's enough.
4, 2. Yeah, that's
Even
gone.
with damage reduction.
Yep.
Paragons did okay.
Yeah.
Two of us survived that.
Well, they kept me busy for a turn, didn't they? And now it is your attack, your choice as to where to attack.
So I'm going to go with the Palatine
Yep.
before she gets
Squished.
clarted down. So 4 attacks. I'm going to strike at. Well, I'm at using Terminal. He's got to save. So yeah, we're gonna just strike at the Demon Prince. Maybe chip a few more wins. So 2s to hit.
That's very nice.
We're all in. The terrible roll actually worked out well. 5s to wound.
Oh dear.
1 reroll for being Argent Shroud, which was a 1. So that's all. Let's see what Mr. Demon can do.
Right, big swings back, 2s into 2s. It's going to re-roll. Oh, not re-rolling because not plague weapon. So
Ooh.
three
and
saves.
1s. So we need 4 ups.
And unfortunately, you failed all of them, which is
I
a
can't even see the other up there. It is.
horrific
Yeah.
9 damage.
Well, she's only on 1 wound then because
Yeah.
I'm cheating.
Yeah,
No, she's dead.
I believe that's life extinguished.
She's been injured. I do gain a miracle dice for a character dying.
Oh,
Oh, great, a 2. So 1-1-2, very
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Your attacks over here. I should have really done it the other way around, obviously.
We
What hits? It doesn't wound.
Unit reroll. No.
My 4 shonky little knife attacks back, even though it's a rubbish knife, because for some reason he cleans it. Winning on 3s, 2 wounds at AP minus nothing.
What do you reckon? I reckon she's going to live again.
I think she might stuffing it out.
There we go, the 5 and the 6.
You're using your 5s and 6s over here. I'm actually alright with that. That's the end of my turn. I've reclaimed the shrine. I've tagged your tank. You've run out of infantry on this side of the board now.
I have indeed.
That's gone quite well for me. I can't complain. More importantly, Luke's going to get the secondary here with his infantry if he tries quite hard. But I've managed to stop him cleansing the centre point, and after consolidation I suspect that he's not going to be able to do that. So Grandpapa Nurgle's going to claim this planet. You're not getting it back for the Emperor, and
looking
you're
good.
definitely not getting your shrine back. Not definitely, but it's looking increasingly unlikely.
Yeah, Death Card have done toll. We're not quite out of it yet, but yeah, we have 3 more turns for the sisters.
It's uphill now, yeah.
And up till
Right, end of Sisters movement phase 3. Luke's making some quite bold moves across the board now. Do you want to talk us through those, please?
yeah, we're still the obvious ones over here. This flank is very lost. I can't get anything over here, so the Immolator's staying in, and we'll hopefully just chunk off some wounds for my no prisoners and reduce the Death Shroud presence. This is advanced over here, very big advance. It's going to try and come over here, and maybe they can get in a later turn to protect themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've advanced as well, move right back to the extreme of the objective. We're probably going to shoot the Rhino. Bad idea, but it's right there, and it will be charging me and causing me issues if I don't.
We did something quite clever over here, didn't we, with the remaining 1 troop choice?
So my single sister that was left here, now she advanced, and the tank, and basically got in the tank. The tank's on the objective, she's in there. Now obviously if the tank blows up, she could be in trouble. But the idea is next turn she'll be able to get out and cleanse it without me having to risk rolling a 4+,
Yeah, absolutely.
which leaves the Sacrosancts free. They only need a 6-inch charge here. It's 7 away, but engagement range. So it might only be a 5 because they have a +1 to charge actually. But anyway, they're going to try and tackle these 3 and then form a line to block this unit / force Dan to deal with them, rather than just pushing onto my home objective for free, which I need to hold on to for as long as I can now.
Yeah, and I think the really smart move there is moving this troop choice here. She would have definitely been a focus point for my mortar fire. Killing her would have meant that Luke couldn't guarantee cleansing this ground of Papa Nurgle's taint. And now I have to pop the tank, something I've not been able to do all game, and then somehow get shots on her to kill her. So that's a very I've got to find a way of killing her.
Yes, it's going to be a very quick turn for me. As you can see, I am vastly out of resources at this point. Yeah, so we are just going to crack on with it. So over here, we're shooting in combat. I believe heavy weapons are a -1, aren't they?
Yep.
So 4s to hit.
Bolters first.
Yeah, heavy bolter
Yeah,
first
you don't
actually.
really multi-bolter.
So 4s to hit. And 4s to wound.
1 wound.
1 save.
Right, obviously with Honour of Contempt nowadays.
Roll a 1, please.
I'll see what I can do for you. No, sorry, didn't do it.
Not as it is.
Thank you.
Microphone getting eaten by the spiky GW train. 4s. We are just going to use the unit reroll here. Good effort. 3s. Of course we've dropped 1.
Okay.
1 in 1.
Not too fussed if this fails. No,
Which of
we
course
got
it
it.
doesn't.
Okay, that's definitely good news for me.
A beast as always with
Yeah.
the invent save.
Yeah, Cataphractii Terminator armor.
These girls, well, I'm not too scared of the rhino really, so maybe I don't shoot it. Well, I'm not going to kill it, I don't think. 10 wounds, I'd have to roll high, I'd have to roll hot on the multi-melter. So instead, we're going to chip that bigger unit down, just so it might help the Sacrosanct to live.
Yep.
We'll do the 4 bolt guns, they're the most irrelevant.
-1 to hit because of the dents.
Oh yeah, you're right, so we're not too worried. We do win.
Nice wound.
Front save.
Oh no! Wound goes through.
It does.
Oh, I hope to spite you now.
I should have done this the other way around, feeling good about it.
Yeah. I do hope now that your multi-melter rolls a 6 and you wasted it. At this stage in the game, I'm going to be looking for my guy with the bolt gun. He's in the middle. He's holding his...
unit, obviously, but
Yeah.
we know bolt gun's wounded.
Yeah.
The multi-melter, unit reroll.
All comes through with a 6.
Comes through.
2s. Oh, is
no,
it? No,
it's
it's
3s.
3s. Oh, an armour of contempt means I might be spiteful. Oh no, not spiteful at all.
That guy
Yeah,
is dead.
He's
Whittled down.
by melting him to slag.
This has touched in. I deliberately done it so I didn't have the penalty for shooting through.
Yep.
Right, but still have the defence of being shot at. That is going to do the same thing. All firepower into that unit.
Yep.
I don't believe anyone's on a wound now, are they?
No.
Good. So we will just open up with the multi-melters.
Okay.
So in this case it's freeze.
Oh.
That's good, so we're going to use the unit reroll
Yeah.
here. Oh, wow.
No.
Is a wound.
We've decided that Luke's not actually the best at rolling dice.
Quite bad.
5 or a 6, I believe. 6. Okay. So I'll take out the other bolter, leaving me just with my nice tasty weapons now.
Ooh, I'm not actually in 12.
Okay.
Meaning, if I roll a 2, you live.
Oh, that's a good point.
You die.
No, it's still dead.
You've lost a guy. Then the heavy bolter,
Yeah.
this won't get 2 wounds through, you watch. No, not even 1.
No.
That's good, isn't it?
That's good. Death card toughness.
In this unit, we'll put 4 but 1 bolt pistol in. So
Yep.
there's 4 bolt pistols because the sergeant has a 6-inch melter pistol.
Absolutely.
We'll just roll it over here.
Yep.
Probably a bit more space. It is a unit reroll.
2 wounds.
2
18,
saves.
nothing.
It's a bolt pistol, yeah.
So 3s. Bravo, okay.
Desperation
Yeah.
and the Dominion's bolt pistol into the tallyman.
Oh, no.
Unit reroll.
These two are just slugging it out. Secretly, I think they might be friends now.
I think she's getting promoted to Canoness.
Maybe they're talking. Well, canonesses tend to kill things.
Yeah, but she's not doing bad,
No.
all considered.
Well, she's not dying.
She killed a lot of poxwalkers.
That's true.
I think that's really all my shooting.
Yeah.
We'll just go straight into charging so we know what's happening.
Yep.
These guys are going in over here.
Absolutely. Not going to Overwatch.
So it would actually be... So if I roll a 6, I get +1, so I only need a 6.
Yeah.
So
Oh yes.
that's
Sound
a 10,
Ian.
which goes to an 11,
Yeah.
which allows me to do some jank stuff. Yep. So the lead model can come the far side of the unit. And we can do this. Ah, of course. Magnets. And all they're cracked up to be.
You don't have any other charges, do you?
I believe not.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
That advanced, otherwise I might have risked a charge on 2 tank.
Straight into.
Yeah, straight into it. So obviously I'm going to... Is it now I step in and I pile in?
Yeah.
Have to go closer,
Yeah.
but I can shimmy, I believe, like that,
Yeah.
which is fine. We'll go like that. And like that. And like that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, straight into it. So we're just going to roll everything at once because it's all the same AP.
Yeah.
There is a damage to your weapon, but it's irrelevant.
It doesn't matter.
So we're obviously trying to kill these 3 remaining
There's
ones.
4, but it's not going to matter, I don't think.
4 is there?
4, yeah.
I thought there's only 3 left.
No, there's 4.
That's fine then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14, 15 attacks because of the sergeant. 5, 10, 15. All right, over here at space. So we need freeze to hit you.
Oh, that's quite tasty.
pretty happy with that. We are strength 6, so freeze to wound you. Halberd is impressive. +3.
Ooh.
Don't forget, I can chuck. That's a wound actually. And then the unit reroll for another 1.
Okay, what's that in total?
So 7 wounds. So the most I can kill. This is -3, so you're on 5 ups.
Yeah.
I can't kill all of you, I don't think.
So 7.
Kill 3 of you.
Damage 1, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just roll it here. So we rolled fairly low numbers but got 2 saves. So 1, 2, 3, 2.5 dead, correct?
2.5 dead.
Okay, let's just see what we take out here. So we're going to take the plasma gun out. And I think we have to take out. I don't really want to take the thunder hammer out. The Great Plague Cleaver is just such an impressive weapon, but I need to be real with life and keep the champion alive. Right, I should really go with my death trap next. So they're over here. I'm going to put all of the 7, 8, 9 attacks, I believe, into your immolator. I'm going to use the big swings. Let's see how that pans out. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. -1 to hit, so I'm hitting on 3s. And then we're wounding on something slightly better. I get to reroll the 1 because of the Demon Prince. Thank you very much. So all but 1 hit. I'm quite happy with that. And then we're wounding on 3s because we're strength very, very, very quite strong. Rerolling the 1s.
God.
So oh dear, 1 into a 1, but because 2 other ones
like
over
that.
here. Oh, another 1. So
bad.
how many save? We've got 4, 5, 6 there. AP -3, please.
6 at -3,
Yes,
-2.
Yep.
So we're looking at 5s.
Oh, that's come out quite well.
All considered, that's
Yeah.
not too bad.
Yeah.
What's the damage of swing?
It's 2.
2, 4, 6. I'm still alive on 3
wounds, but
so I will take that.
yeah, hopefully we can finish that maybe in my turn. Then
2 keys is to slap back with here.
well, would you like to go with your Celestine in waiting?
Oh, my Dominion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Oh no.
Unit reroll.
Oh
Do I wound?
no.
I do not.
No, you're not. Maybe not Celestine. Maybe a Canoness, but we're not sure yet. So I'll go with the flail here first. So I've got 6 attacks. This was not the unit that was tallied, so I'm hitting on 3s. And then no rerolls, so 4 hits. And then we're wounding on 2s because we're strength 6. We're only AP minus. Oh, get to reroll the 1s.
Plague weapon, yeah.
Thank you. So we've got 4 wounds, AP -2.
So AP -2, it's a 4 up regardless.
Now I did consider spending the 2 CP again here, and I'm perhaps wishing I had done, because that would have obviously been 4 dead, but instead it's 2 dead.
2 will go down. I've got the CP. Do you know what? What else am I spending a CP on at this point? Can't do Blessed Bolts, can't do max hits on Flamers, and can't do Holy Trinity. Still dies.
Okay, so 2 dead so far. And then we have 4 attacks with the Power Fist. That's obviously hitting on 4s. And oh, terrible. 1 more. No, does not wound. And I do not believe that Power Fist is dirty, so he doesn't get to reroll that. Tallyman here continues his accountancy. This is perhaps a duel of accountants. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, not a dirty knife.
Need the 3 ups.
She's done everything so far, she finally falls.
She's gone down.
Oh dear.
She did well.
She did do quite well. I'm just going to consolidate him 3 inches up there. Your Rhino, oh so your Immolator, can attack back.
It's going to probably be D3 attacks now.
For 2.
It might only be 1, but doesn't really matter.
No.
Nothing.
No. Okay, and then I believe that is the end of Sister's turn 3.
Time 3? Yeah, let's see what I can...
Let's see what we can score. You actually almost doubled my victory points at the moment, but obviously I score a number of mine at the end of the game, so it's going to be quite close. A lot is going to ride on whether I can actually destroy this Immolator or not. We'll be back after Death Guard movement phase.
So we return at the start of Death Guard, turn 4. So what's gone down over here then?
Right, we're looking at the end game now, and I need models in different quarters. I need units within contagion range. I need to have units not in the centre. So I've started to just move some units now to make sure that they're in the right place for the end of the game. We've moved lovely flamethrower man back here. I think Demon Prince is going to pillage the sanctity and search for the relics of the old sanctum here now for the rest of the game, keeping me that objective.
All that money on renovation wasted.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's gone, isn't it? We haven't even no gold yet either. Even that's gone. The Death Stride, I think, will finish off the tank. I'm gonna do some mortal woundage over here, hopefully, and just make sure that this unit does actually die. But I've moved my tank forward just to protect my sorcerer anyway. And then we're going to do everything we can really now to make sure that we pop this tank. My Rhino has just advanced at the back of the board there. If I can actually get him into that table quarter, then that's just going to guarantee me a couple of extra victory points at the end of the game.
Unless you have to be 6 over.
No, but you might kill him with a multi-melter just to be spiteful.
It might be worth a shot, see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So psychic phase. I'm going to start with my Chaos Sorcerer in Terminator armor. I'm going to do Curse because I actually gave both of them Curse of the Leper. So he's going to cast Curse of the Leper on this unit here. It goes off on a 6, so we actually do get that.
So I just need a 6 here. Does not come through on a 3.
I think I kind of wanted you to get that for yourself there. So anything over a 3 is a mortal wound. Oh dear. That's obviously 5, 6. 6 of the Sacrosankt's gone.
6 of the 5.
6 of the 5, yeah.
Got any other psychic powers?
Yes.
Or where's it going?
I'm going to do Miasma of Pestilence. I could just do a cheeky smite actually. No,
regardless.
What are you trying to?
It'll go through.
Go through, will it? Cheeky smite on your tank for an additional 2 wounds on the tank, so the tank's down to 1.
Down to 1.
And then I'm going to do a final smite from Mr. Demon Prince on the tank as well. Obviously it's a bit harder to cast now. Does go off on an 8.
It's got 3 back. Oh, Demon Prince.
Yeah.
So smite the tank. Huh?
Smite the tank, yeah.
Tank tries to stop it.
No.
Doesn't. Not won this game.
No. For an additional 3 wounds.
Doesn't blow.
Doesn't blow up. But that frees up a little bit of shooting.
Emanator is down.
Nothing consequential, I don't think. It does, however, free up more firepower from here to put into various spots on the board. So let's go over here first. 2 entropy cannons into in fact everything is going into the tank here. We'll start with the 2 entropy cannons. There are 2 hits. Now they've done nothing for me all game. They'll come through strong with 2 wounds. The AP is -4.
So obviously goes down to -3, so we need 6 ups. Double 1. I think at this point we're going to re-roll one with the last CP.
Oh, we get 1. Oh no, we don't. It's AP -4,
5.
isn't it?
So yeah.
2d3 plus 6.
So 3, 4, 5, 11.
11.
Now this is the most important dice roll here. And
Oh no!
it's a 1.
Oh no! Luke proving that he can roll dice again there at critical moments in the game. I think that's very upsetting for you. I think with the shots that are coming through now, the game's going to be over. I think 2 entropy cannons, everything else into the sisters there. So 2 entropy cannons first, hitting on the 3s.
We'll see what happens. Here.
Double 1.
Oh, where was that?
Yeah, unimportant shots.
Where was that earlier?
Yeah, that was needed a minute ago, wasn't it? Mortar, D6 for 6. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. Plague. So 4 wounds on the sisters at the back there. -2 AP.
-2 AP, 4 wounds. We're looking at 5s here. No, we're not. We're looking at 4s here. It's -2. So 1 will go down to remove a bolt gun.
4 heavy stubbers. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s because the rhino is obviously very, very plague-filled rhino because not got anything in it. So 3 more wounds on the sisters at the back.
And obviously the 3 up save as well, 2 more will go down. So many 1s.
Right, yeah. I've got 2 plasma gunshots over there, hitting on 2s because they've been tallied, wounded on 2s.
3s if they're going at the sisters.
But they're both 3s there. Shall I roll over again?
It doesn't really matter at this point.
Okay, I think it's 2 wounds on the sisters there from the plasma guns.
They make one, another one dies.
Okay, blight launcher hitting on 3s, 6s explode, so that cancels out. Wounded on 2s, so 2 more wounds. AP -2.
We'll just pass one with this 5
Yep.
from the miracle dice. Still don't get it.
No.
That is, other than the one little rhino at the back here,
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say
I think that's the end of the game, isn't it?
the sisters were not prepared.
No, I think there was a critical moment over here where I think that this went wrong.
The shrine is taken, money wasted on the renovating.
Yeah, I guess what do we think? What were the critical moments of the game? Let us know what you think. Obviously, this was, I think, a little bit unlucky. We'll score it up, and then we'll come back. But at the moment, campaign-wise, it looks like my Demon Prince is going to get to pillage the Sanctum after all for relics. And we actually managed to keep the world fairly infected. Nurgle Jungle is looking likely to grow. It does, of course, depend on how everyone else's games go as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the entire point. Everyone can get involved, and this obviously is the first loss to the Imperium and the first mark against Nurgle, perhaps winning the war. Let's just hope there are some better, more competent Imperium generals out there who can show me up, because the death toll, I don't think it was that bad. It was 70 or so models.
They died for the cause.
They did die for the cause. But yeah, I quite like that. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. And if you want to see any specific armies within this narrative, let us know. So we're going to be constantly adding to our collection to improve the battle reports we can bring, and this would also include battle mats, terrain, and the rest of it. And obviously, if you have enjoyed it, do the usual likes and subscribbles. Other than that, see you in the next one.